1 minute early.
Hi.
The magic of the interweb.
So hopefully we could get Ruben to hop on here.
Yeah, come on, Ruben.
Yeah, he just saw the. I just sent him the message.
Well, already White Tiger's here.
Yeah, that's Ruben.
No,
In
he
the
commented.
chat.
I'm in a message with him. He said he's on his way. I said get in here, Ruben. And I saw him start typing, so I quickly typed no excuses. And he said on my way.
Get on in here.
And Austin should be in here a second. I just already saw it. Oh, I forgot we're live yet. So hello, if you're catching the beginning of this on the rewind. DJ Linx is off tonight, so everyone's just trying to figure out how to spend their Friday night. So we started on Nick bagging and boarding, and then he had a run-in errand, and Ruby G went live for his first episode of TGIFOC. Thank God it's Final Order Cutoff, which is the first Friday episode of his channel of the year. So be sure to go back and check that out. It's White Tiger, Calm, Cool, Collected. And yeah, so we're just hanging out. Just tonight, the community is normally all in the chat or on with DJ Links hanging out. And because he's got stuff going on, we're all just bouncing around trying to figure out how to live our lives because he broke his schedule. But it happens every now and then. So
we'll pick up the shattered pieces of our lives and move on somehow.
I remember there was a time I used to lead.
I'm going through it, man. I'm going through it.
People used to want to sit down with me and be interviewed by me. Not anymore.
you used to do that?
Used to.
You used to back when he was a big shot. Back whenever all the newspapers knew his name. That was when he used to do it. Newspapers.
The news. Iggy, I sent you the link if you want to hop on, my man. I know time works differently where you're at. I don't know what time it is there.
No, he's only like an hour or so ahead of us.
He's living in the future, man.
Nick, you say that like you're in the same time zone as me.
Oh, I'm in real time.
Are you?
Yeah.
When'd you get over here?
Central Standard Time.
Oh, well, then I'm in that time.
Boom.
You're in the center of time.
What time is it in Argentina right now?
It's
Nick.
12:56 a.m. in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
So you were correct the first time. He's an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Nick is living in the center of time.
Ruben, what's up, man?
Hola, amigos. Beckman, may I say your wall is beautiful?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone, whenever they see Becker's wall for the first time, he always gets comments. Go ahead. Let's talk about it. Ruben, what do you see up there?
I see. What's that one? Not gold balls. What's his name? Those speed balls.
Speedball.
Blue.
Yeah.
His name is Blue Ball.
Blue balls.
Mark.
Sweaty ball.
You're on
I
sacred ground
see-
again.
Is that Colossus on the left there with
There's a
Cyclops?
bunch
Is that
of-
a John Byrne?
Over
your
here?
right? On your right?
Like this one?
No. You're right.
Oh,
On your right.
I saw his hand go through it. It's actually
Yeah.
a virtual background.
Is that a John Byrne?
This is Night Thrasher #1, Mark Bagley.
Oh, that's Mark Bagley. Is that Colossus I see?
No, it's Night Thrasher.
Show off.
Oh, okay. Looks like Colossus from here, and then looks
This
like
is a page
Cyclops
from
with his
Thor
head. His head, his hands
412.
crying.
And this is page from
Look at Surfer.
New Warriors #19. You sensing a theme here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
Bagley. You're Bagley
first,
guy.
last, and only New Warriors fan.
Yep. This is the crash pad, baby. That was the name of their headquarters.
Oh, yeah, look at the 9-6 down there. That New Warriors down there. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's on my list.
Behind me, I've got an Avengers Academy page. Up top, we've got a Scotty Young New Warriors page. We have when I bought that, he was discounting them as I was looking at them, and now like any of his art is worth some decent money. Let's see. I got a Darkhawk page. Up top, I've got a Speedball by George Perez.
Oh, I see it. That's sick. That's so cool.
Yeah, right next to Firestar there.
Yeah, who did that Darkhawk up there?
Oh, nice.
Darkhawk. The page?
Up on the top there? Is that Darkhawk up next?
No, that's Kit. That's Nova.
Oh, that's
Sam
Nova?
Alexander Nova.
There you go. Who did
And
that?
that's Ed McGuinness.
What do
Oh,
you have
nice.
against the Dick Rider Nova?
I've got him too, but you made fun of that one, so I'm not showing it anymore.
Hey, if everybody stopped showing stuff that Mark made fun of, we wouldn't be showing anything.
I wouldn't show my own stuff if that was the case.
Mark hurts my feelings.
I make fun of everything, even if I like it.
That's how you know we like it sometimes.
Speaking of making fun of, I mean, there were no Dolphins mentioned. What is Austin doing here?
Oh, I was going to bring up the Dolphins,
Oh, okay.
Oh, we know.
but since you beat me to the punch, good night, everybody.
Beckerman, did you read Grant Morrison's most recent Green Lantern run?
Yes.
What did you think?
It's not good. It's not bad though.
Like I was talking to Paul Cook about it. So far, like I'm halfway through. I'm a little better than
Are
halfway
you
through
on
the first
season
volume.
2 or season 1?
No, this is Green Lantern season 2, volume 1.
Okay. Season
But,
1, did you read season 1?
No, this includes like the first 3 episodes, the first 3 issues of this first volume is that whole thing that was going on with
Yep.
so which it was kind of 3 issues of that, which was kind of just disjointed, but that was
I
actually kind
would
of
say
the best part of
disjointed
it.
is a good word for the whole series.
So that's what I was gonna say. Every issue seems like a standalone issue so far. Like it's not really doing too much with the like a big theme or anything, but each issue starts out very disjointed and you spend the rest of the issue trying to figure out what's going on.
It's a lot of wheel spinning.
Mm-hmm. But I did pick up volume 2 because I didn't pick up the floppies. I just was going to pick up the collected. So I did get volume 2 here recently, and the artwork in it is just absolutely phenomenal.
I decided to quit. I actually dropped Lantern off my pole because of. I just got done with it. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm not reading the current stuff with the Teen Lantern and John Stewart and stuff. I'm not keeping up with any of that right now.
I'm done.
Dude, Jeff Johns killed Green Lanterns. He did it so well that like there's nowhere to go from there.
Yeah, even Grant Morrison couldn't pick up the slack.
Well, Grant
Morrison hasn't been Grant Morrison in a long time.
Like he's good at writing obscure stuff, you know, like it's definitely Hal Jordan. The character is very recognizable the way he acts, moves, but the stories around him are just odd. Like I just read this most recent issue. It starts off with him getting a call to go back to Earth, you know, so he goes there and he goes to this military station. They're like, yeah, while you're here, can you flight test this X-300 teleporter jet that we have? He's like, yeah, hold my ring though, because I don't ever use a safety net when I fly.
That was
why? Because you immediately go through a portal and get stranded with no ring.
Yeah,
like, it was weird, but you don't like. Then you find out like a storm is actually a sentient being. It's a lost pet of another storm, and this multi-dimensional storm. Like this is just Grant's trying too hard right now.
It's bananas.
Yeah, I'm going to finish it though. Definitely going to finish it.
You prove your point.
I will. I paid for it. I'm going to read it. Well, this Jeff Johns stuff is still the best.
Yeah, by far.
Did any of y'all read the Earth 1 stuff?
Yeah.
This stuff right here is fantastic.
This shit right here?
Right here. This whole collection that they've done for all the titles, like Teen Titans, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Batman, all of these have been really good.
Do they make hardcovers for those?
Yeah, I only buy the hardcover ones. They come out first. But yeah, we should be getting one more volume of Teen Titans, and that's a wrap. I think that's all. That'll be 3 volumes of each one.
I'm going to have to pick those up.
Yeah,
I think you're on.
That was the first time Jeff Johns wrote Batman. Jeff Johns and Gary Frank did the 3 volumes of Batman. Dude, so good.
I think you're on to something with that. This shit right here, this is my shit. Like,
that's Cat Williams.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Cat Williams. That was one of his stand-ups. He's talking about buying weed from his drug dealer, and the drug dealer's like, this shit right here, this shit right here is called death.
Yeah. I don't want to
Is
die.
Cat Williams the one that did the pimp named Slickback?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is he the voice of that? Yeah,
You gotta say the whole thing. It's
I'm
like a Tribe
familiar
Called
with
Quest.
him for. Yeah, you say the whole thing.
Yeah,
I just love when he's like, Tom, to not call her a bitch would be to be disrespectful to you, and I'm not prepared to do that.
Mark, what was that Tribe Called Quest reference?
It was from Cat Williams stand-up. He's like, it's a pimp named Slickback. You got to say the whole thing. It's like
Not
a
a
Tribe Called
stand-up.
Quest.
It's from Boondocks.
Boondocks, yeah.
Yeah. That's all I'm familiar. I've never watched his stand-up.
Nick heard Tribe Called Quest. He's like, I'm in.
I love a Tribe Called Quest. I miss them. That's a good rap group right there.
Isn't there a comic book shop named Quest?
Probably.
They pop up every once in a while on Facebook for me.
In Southern California, there was a local comic shop by me where I used to live called Comic Quest. But I used to call them Comics Questionable because they were more of like a Magic the Gathering kind of place.
Yeah, this one's named a shop called Quest.
Oh, that's a cool name. That's a very cool name.
So we got Ignacio working hard.
Hardly working.
No, it looks like he's working hard.
Why hasn't he started Cade's logo?
I mean, I do like my logo, so.
I thought I did too until I saw Ignacio's.
That's really nice, though. Really nice.
So he doesn't have audio. So if you watch, he'll communicate through his art.
Kay doesn't.
He communicates through his farts.
Kay doesn't need a logo.
Oh. Well, the writing has spoken.
Austin, what are you working on this evening?
I don't know. I think I'm going to just start scribbling something. I don't have anything in mind.
I don't believe it.
What's happening, Rob? The link is in the group chat if you want to hop on. What is going on, Wheelchair Superhero? What is up, Joe? Kenneth Bird, how you doing?
There's so
Flo,
many people.
War Machine Punisher. We got Scott up in here. Hello to everybody.
Wow.
Let's see. Let me make sure I have this up. We got Rob. There we go.
Hey.
God,
Hi, Rob.
seems like we were talking a while ago, Mark.
Hey, Rob. Welcome to the chat.
So,
Mark, I
isn't
feel like
on
you've been streaming for 48 hours straight.
not on my own channel somewhere, right?
But somewhere, yeah.
He's like Wolverine in like 2000s. He's on everybody's team.
Schnickety schnick.
That's true.
This is.
I liked how in Avengers they would always acknowledge it. They were like, "Aren't you in space right now?"
This is gonna have a
Eventually, I had to get my camera set up over my my art table because I should be working on that Nightwing right now.
Did you figure out what you're going to do with the suit?
It's going to use actual feathers.
I'm gonna use. I was selecting
Feather boa.
I was selecting fabrics early this afternoon. The only detail, other than the bat he just has the bands around his calves. That's it. It's kind of a boring costume. I didn't want to add anything not indicative to his costume, right? I didn't want to start adding craziness or do anything too heavy with the armor.
No boas.
No, I think I'm going to keep it old school and do a traditional Nightwing.
Now, when you say traditional, in all sincerity, are you going with like traditional modern or like actual like traditional old school? Or are you trying to keep that a secret for now?
I think more traditional modern, where it's just basically all black suit. He's got the blue across the chest, and then the blue bands around the legs, and that's pretty much it.
You remember like the '90s, like what was like Legends of the Dark Knight series era, where he had the ponytail, and instead of, he had yellow instead of blue, and his suit was bluish. So it was kind of like a mixture of what it is now. It was like a good in-between era from like the classic suit and the current suit. It was like when Catwoman was wearing the skin-tight, all-purple outfit. Azrael was Batman. Nightwing had the ponytail. Like I absolutely love that Nightwing costume. And I love the action figures they did for that time era too.
Joseph.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi.
What's going on, man?
Hey, so now that I have both Rob and Joe, I realized when I was finishing making my son's Pinewood Derby card that I could have just sent you the stuff.
I love making those things. Those things are awesome.
We've gone down the rabbit hole on all the pseudoscience behind those things, from the cheater start on the front of the car to where the optimal place for the loadout and the weight is. And
yeah, I've gotten to a point to make my own graphite for the wheels. Yes, I was
using tungsten putty.
Oh yeah, those things are so fun. We just did a STEM program not too long ago where we were making some robotics, and we had to kind of follow a lot of that kind of philosophy behind that. And it was really good because I had a great team of kids, super smart through my American Legion. And I love doing that stuff.
It was at this point Nick realized he failed as a father.
If it was your first time, then you still got other years to go.
Yeah.
Besides,
never just one.
Besides, it is supposed to be the kids' car.
And watching a video is like, you make it for the kid because someday he'll have to make it for his kid. So
that's very fair. I like that.
What we would do, like in our Cub Pack, is we actually had a parents division. So that way the dads would go build their own cars and let the kids, just guide the kids and let the kids actually do theirs.
Yeah.
And so that was, and we also had a sibling division. So that way, like, the siblings could do their stuff, or they could even borrow old cars that were laying around to race. But we made a point of trying to make sure that the kids at different levels as they went up. Obviously, at the youngest level, the parents are going to do a lot of stuff, and the kids are doing, design, maybe some paint, a little bit of sanding, some basic stuff. And then by the time my son was a Weeblos 2, he built the car completely except for anything that needed, like the bandsaw or the scroll saw or something. I was using that. Everything else was, he was doing.
What's going on, 62 Lefty Blues? Austin, check your IG. I just sent you a little
I would always invite them to come over to the house, especially the dads that maybe weren't
we had
into it as much as the kid. I would invite them over to the house, and then we would kind of, like, I had the bandsaws, like you all seen the evil.
Yeah, we had a den build, so we would invite the whole den over to my place because I would pull out the rolling tables to pull out all the sanders.
You
and
had
stuff
a
and pull out
den?
the scroll saw.
You had a den, like a wolf den,
and then a bear den, and then yes,
you have an evil lair.
And
so yeah, I'd bring all that stuff out so they could use all the tools, because most of the people around here don't have shops where they have wood shops and stuff that they can do all that stuff. And I happen to have all that stuff, so it's like, come on over, we'll teach you how to do it safely. And
that's a him, Ignacio.
It's crazy, Mark. Out of all the Googling and referencing I tried to do for around Nightwing, that version never came up.
Yeah, it's like the coolest version. But you know what I mean? How it's like an in the middle version of the original and what it became now. I just think I don't know. I just think it's the coolest one because it's got like a little bit of different colors to it. The design over his chest was actually a functional part of his suit to a degree.
That was Nightwing's first solo title, right?
I don't know, Ruby. I'll send you the picture on IG. What I just sent him.
Who's doing the artwork right now?
It's Ignacio.
Ignacio.
I don't think it was his first page. I don't think this was before that, Ruby.
This is as far as I've gotten.
Oh yeah, it's before that. Yeah, you're right. That's a dope one.
Yeah. You remember that though from like the Nightfall era and stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one when he's got that sweet Billy Ray Cyrus working.
Yeah, and it's in a ponytail too.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're right because I just put up Nightwing #1 and like on the cover of it, it's a little bit tighter because the artist is different, but I think that is the same suit. Let me see. I think you caught it there, Ruby.
I can't see anything.
Hey, Kyle, that is Ignacio working in real time.
So good. 30. Man, I love talented people.
What book are you working on, Ignacio?
Now he's got to write out the title in the whole.
Yes. But I feel like I'm in Interstellar when he's doing this. When you're talking to him and he has to just like spell it out in the dust.
Is this Ignacio After Dark?
No, not quite. He did that.
I mean, right there, that's either an alien or a space demon. So.
Well, the whole After Dark reference normally tends to lean into a borderline pornographic conversation or content.
Yeah.
Well, Ignacio's art,
Yeah,
like
last
that's
time
kind of-
Ignacio did this, he was sharing some not safe for work images on someone else's
Have
screen.
you ever seen
I
Ignacio?
feel kind of like that's how.
They're quite vibrant.
I feel like that's kind of how Hoarders likes to take every conversation.
It's kind of his go-to. Strippers. This is page 5 of 6 of the comic for the fantasy anthology. So this is the same thing that he was working on last time. Then
Where did he write that? I didn't see it.
he wrote it in the comments to the chat.
I'm right. Oh.
There was once bucket.
How was everybody's Friday so far?
Good.
Work is finally over, thank God. Yeah.
I'm like brain dead, so it's not great, but it's good.
I went up to work and then went to an American Legion meeting, and now I'm here with you, beautiful people.
It's a whole nother Legion meeting. It's a Legion of Comics meeting.
My Legion Hall, they love to take my money, but they never tell me when any of the meetings are.
Joe, are you still have that new position? You shared about a new position a while back that you were taking.
Yeah,
you were talking about traveling more and stuff.
Yeah, I took a position with the national office. I'm now in charge of youth air rifle, Olympic style air rifle for the National American Legion now.
Yes.
So yeah, I ran it for the state for a while. I took that position, and now I'm on. I'm on the legislative committee as well. Once they get you, man, they got you. It's just what it is. It's like any organization.
They certainly try.
But I'm happy to take the position because I like working with veterans and I like working with children. So that works out for me. But I love hanging out with you guys. I just want to point that out.
I'm touched.
Well, you can be, but that costs extra $5.
Yeah, that costs extra.
I was thinking more like touched in the brain, but all right.
We can do that too, but
you want me to touch your brain? I've been looking to do surgery. Like that's something I've always wanted to do.
No, don't do that.
Why am I big?
Don't do that. I can't afford that.
I just wanted to see the excitement on your face when you were talking about brain surgery.
Brain surgery. Can you imagine?
Brain surgery.
In the evil air. That's right. Igor!
I'd let you do it.
Brains!
Couldn't get any worse, right?
Brains!
Anybody who allows him to do it will probably use the brain surgery.
Rob, what are you showing off?
Oh, I'm going through and I'm going through and I'm pricing books that are going into the mystery boxes. So there's like a very minty X Factor one of these guys there. Oh,
I got the trade of that.
You know, some
Little Peach Momoko
error variants.
We got to start doing the oohs and ahs every time he raises a comment.
Go back one, Rob. I swear you just
blow it down.
What the heck?
There we go. Whoever jumped on my bandwagon, thank you very much.
That's Cult of Dracula #1. It was limited to only 400.
I swear.
I have.
Right, you ready?
Ooh. It just every time I look at it, it just reminds me of Paul from The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
Let's see what else was here. There was some Inferior 5.
All right, hold that one back up. Go back. Go back.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah, you're moving too fast, Bob.
I love that Inferior 5 cover.
Yeah.
I have that.
So.
Ooh, that's nice. I like that Adventures. Yeah.
Wow.
Make it slow. Do it slow.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
Slower.
Slow motion. Slow
Now
motion.
talk to me.
Touch the bottom. Touch the bottom and look at me.
Give me a recipe for waffles while you do that.
Schaumburg. Schaumburg.
I'd actually like to hear that.
What is the price point for your mystery boxes, Rob?
Oh,
no, just waffles. Go back to waffles.
I don't know 100% yet. That's what I'm going through, and I'm pricing out the books, and then going to start building the boxes so I can figure all that out.
Chris,
I have an idea of what I'd like it to be, but there's also a question of what's it actually going to be to make sure that I get everybody value, and then some, because I like to be over value.
Nice.
So, right now is that fun part of going through cover price and going through eBay and validating stuff and taking.
You made it look fun though. I mean, now I kind of want to just hold up random covers.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can. How about we got here? You go, Mark. These ones.
That was advertising. Actually, what he's doing.
Micronauts #1.
Oh, okay.
Some spectacular Spider-Man #1.
This is the whatnot
Web
sale,
of
right?
Spider-Man #1.
He's going to be doing a mystery box round.
Indiana Jones #1. Battlestar Galactica #1. New Teen Titans #1.
West Title.
Alpha Flight
#1.
Recipe. Masters of the Universe #1.
Ooh.
Masters of the Universe #1.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, are we flexing? Should I grab some flex material?
No, these are going in the mystery box. It's not
I can flex. It doesn't look pretty though.
What would flex material be for you?
He's gonna go get some Golden Age #1. This other Golden Age #1. First appearance of someone you never heard of #1.
I am flexing, but it doesn't look good.
Do I need to go grab my Turok?
Dude, you go and grab that video game.
Let's stop bringing in the Turoks.
Austin, you don't have it just sitting around? Easily grabbable?
You get a Turok. You get a Turok.
Oh,
Hey, Kyle, you know what? Can I have
that is
those? I want to
interesting.
put
You
one
spent
a copy
$9.
in every mystery box.
I have 20 of them.
Yeah, I only need 10.
Spent $20.
I can put
Okay.
one in each mystery box, along with like a Young Bloods #1 and a
Dark Hawk.
Because Drax sent DJ like 20 of them, didn't he?
Well, there's more.
Don't worry, they won't run out.
Wait, that's not a
Spawn
limited run?
#1.
Okay.
It's the only
I think I'm gonna
unlimited
drop
run.
out, guys. I
Alright.
gotta
All right,
drop out.
Kate, take it easy, man.
All right,
Take it
man.
easy, Cupcake.
Appreciate you
Bye,
hopping
thanks.
on.
Oh,
Thanks for
that's
having
right. I
me.
got one more book that's supposed to go.
I
in here.
like
Bye-bye.
that guy. He needs to come on more.
So,
Is he
Yeah.
still on? He needs to come on more.
Yeah,
He was really fun.
I like it. He's
Shogun
funny.
Warriors #1 is going to go in here too.
A what?
Okay.
A Shogun
We're gonna
Warriors.
flex a
Oh.
little bit.
Never mind.
Oh,
Here's that
I thought you were
beautiful
going to flex.
steel,
Dark Knights
Yo.
of Steel.
right? I know. I know where Rob's flavor is. We'll get there in a second.
Bananas.
Captain Banana Hammock.
Banana.
Thought you were going to be flexing.
Okay. Oh.
There you
You're
go.
getting there.
Are we flexing?
Now you're getting there. First Morgan Edge, first Kirby.
Don't
Under.
pull a hammy.
Oh, my groin.
There you go. It's pretty.
I'm going to save this one. We'll set
I want
this
to see the stuff that I don't have.
up. Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I bet Mark has that.
Oh, I just had all the X-Men. I just put them back out. I got done finished pricing them. There's going to be an X-Men Annual 14 in here, and an
Pretty one.
X-Men one. I
Think
don't know.
about Bronze Age X-Men. They're just pretty.
I don't
books.
know why, but I collect this cover. I have like 5 of them. I just love this cover. It makes me happy.
Yeah, if that makes
Well,
you
if
happy.
you're happy, I'm happy.
And then I do shit like this because speculators.
If it
Dun,
makes
dun,
you
dun.
happy.
I pulled one out of a dollar bin this summer, and I thought Burke was gonna fall over.
Nice. There you
Obscure
go.
things like this.
I don't have any flex material.
And there's awesome covers like this.
Ooh,
Ugh.
that one was on one of my recent goal lists.
Yes.
You put holes in
Very
teeth.
proud.
Ruben,
Cavity
your
creams.
goal list is insanity.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah, something
I had
I'm
to
looking
change it from
for.
Rails to
X-Men
goals. 'cause I
number
kinda went crazy
1.
with it.
This is Spider-Man number 1. Ruben, those goal books you put up.
Yeah,
I forget the name of what you put on those posts, but it's like it's not like you put goals on it, but you put like Holy Grail posts up.
well, originally I had put Grails, and then I started doing so many of them, and I changed it to goals.
Okay, so it's both then. But yeah, there's like that's a very ambitious list if that's like the hunting list. You might as well just
Yeah.
fill your house. Like
But
2
that's
of
not
them.
like I'm not planning on getting all those this year, so that's just like a lifetime achievement award kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 1 through 10? Yeah.
Goal
There's
lists
one
are
book
weird
in
to me
particular-
because, like, comic hunting, it's random, you know? I put on my orange vest, I go out there and I look for comics, and
Yep.
That's
you
why
never know what you're
I
going to bring home.
That's why I only put like one specific book on my list that I would like to acquire this year. Besides that, it's kind of more open, because I end up buying all kinds of stuff. I have a very wide range of stuff that I would buy as soon as I find it at the right price. I'm not trying to pigeonhole myself into certain things, nor am I trying to do what Rob did and make a list of very specific things and end up and just knock them off too quick.
Yeah. My position is feelings and budget. Where am I feeling? Like I've gone to Comic Cons and I'm like, you know what? I think all I want is villain covers. And this is my budget. And that's my focus at the Comic Con. Now, when I buy things, like if I buy a collection or something like that, it's a price economics thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look through it, make a determination, give a price, see what I can get for it, especially if it's Golden Age stuff. And then I have my very specific, like my straight PC, this is shit I'm keeping to the day that I die type stuff. Runs like Boy Commandos now, Ranger Comics, very obscure type things. I like that stuff. But yeah. Oh, hey, Ruben, what's going on?
What's up, Joe?
I'm so ready for a rap battle. I'm super.
You're gonna rap battle
go
Joe?
against you. Yeah.
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay.
Let's get it. Let's get
Look,
it.
I'm gonna be
excited.
honest.
What's up, Julian?
Hey, hold on now. I'm kind of intimidated. I legitimately am. I think Ruben White Tiger is going to bring it. I think he is, and I
I'm
hope
sure
he
he
will.
will, but Joe's a
I
planner,
really
man.
do not need to be in a rap battle. They need to crush that shit right off the bat before my stupid ass actually becomes popular from it.
What is going on, John Stout? How are you?
I can't wait. I'm super stoked. I'm just excited to get on there and have some fun.
Yeah, that's the point of it. Like everybody's like, take it seriously, and let's be honest, I'm not it's obvious. I'm not a rapper. Right?
I'm in it for the
You're-
jokes.
wait,
I'm in
whoa,
it for
whoa,
the
whoa.
jokes, the
Hold
punchlines.
on here. You're not?
I think it's
Rob's
called
got
a
something to say.
Hold on now. I will take a challenge on anything. If you compete against me, I will take a challenge on it.
I think he could be a heck of a rapist.
That's therapist, Mr. Connery.
Oh, this is strong.
Well, you definitely come vote for me. You know what the weird thing about this is? Not to spook Ruben in any way, but I will say this: in the mix, they're legitimately like DJ Linx wants this to be the pay-per-view event, and I hate to come on Legion of Comics channel and promote something else. I apologize.
Dude, I'm promoting his stuff in my description for this video.
This is going to be totally
This is
different.
out in the mix.
He's legitimately bringing in a guy who's made rap videos and is like a rapper. Like this guy's a legit rapper.
And a comic cover artist now too.
Yeah, he's also a cover artist, no doubt. Like
Oh, I
this
know.
guy,
I know who he's talking to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ron Jordan.
Yeah, Javon.
and I'll be honest with you, when I went and researched this guy and I was like, why the fuck did I get involved in this? Like this
See,
Like-
Joe, you pretend that you're like guys like me and Mark that don't prepare for anything. We just go wing it. But you're like Johnny Homework,
I make
dude.
it very clear when I get involved in
Joe's a
something,
shark.
Yeah.
I study that shit, and I'm trying to figure.
But he
it
plays it all aloof. He's like, oh, yeah, I don't care about anything. Well, I spent 10 hours in a shed writing rap lyrics.
out. No. If you challenge me, you have my full focus. I am focused on that thing.
That's what I mean. Like, you play it like, oh, yeah, I'm not.
He goes full Rain Man on us.
Yeah.
I didn't go 10
Johnny
years
Homework
of
over
rapping.
here.
Like I'm not a guy that
You're not a
like, I
rapist.
listen
I
to
know.
rap music, but I'm not a rapper. I've never
But
been
I'm
in
not a rapper.
battle.
I'm a gift rapper. Does that count?
Like
But
I've never
I'm
done
not
that
a rapper.
before. And you know what? It's fun to learn new things, and I've had a great time doing it, and I'm really trying to bring it. And I hope we have some fun
Mark
with
in
it.
this book.
What? The timer went off.
Oh, you have
By
a
the
timer
way,
for it?
Yeah, I keep it right.
Congratulations on that book.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're winging your timer too?
Yeah, I don't plan my timer.
Ding dong.
That's our doorbell.
Food.
Rob says food. Suicide Squad. Never heard of it.
Crack me up, Mark.
Yeah, this is the Suicide Squad book right here. The end all be all Suicide Squad books.
No, they put them out every
Pretty
week.
book.
But this is the one.
That's the book right there.
I don't get it.
This predates the Justice League.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the what is it? I honestly don't know what it is.
It's
I
a team.
understand that.
It's a team of military special forces guys that go on science fiction adventures.
No. Like, what book is that?
It's the Brave and the Bold, issue number 25.
Suicide
Okay.
Squad.
Cool. I had no idea.
It introduces
The
and
whole
features a
concept is
suicide.
a Suicide Squad. Yeah.
So Colonel Rick Flag here, the father of Rick Flag, who's the current Suicide Squad involvee, him
Got it.
and three of his buddies, Jess Bright, Hugh Evans, and Karen Grace, get sent on those missions against monsters and sci-fi-esque kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the origin of the Suicide Squad. And then later, his son would head the team formed by Amanda Waller of DC Villains.
It's a great book to have. I'll give you $200 for it.
No, definitely not.
What?
No, that's not a good deal for that book, Joe. Not at all. If I ran into another copy of this for $200, I would buy it too. And
I tell you what, I'll give you $250 for it. Final offer, and I'll pay for shipping. Done.
I bet you would. No.
That's awesome. So generous.
I'm a generous man.
I can come up with $250 worth of books to send you if you want to send me the money. Just send me the money, then I'll send the books because I'm trying to fund an
I don't
issue.
need a bunch of dollar bin books.
I'll put in your favorite kind of books. I'll put in ratio or store exclusives. I've got an
those are my favorite. I'm still looking for that G.I. Joe #1.
Yeah, I know, but I'll send you store exclusives, which is just as good.
Yeah.
What?
There are so few store exclusives that go into my actual PC. You know what I mean? But I accumulate so many from like giveaways and wins.
I just buy that for YouTube content. It doesn't mean anything to me. They end up going for selling in my dollar options.
Yeah. The only ones that I keep are like my Jane covers. I keep my Miko covers. There's certain artists that I really like their work. They're just like the standard ones. I try to just put them back out into the wild because the artist in them has fans out there just like I am of other artists, you know. So I try to hopefully they find their proper homes.
Now,
But
what's the grade of that book? See any of those Ranger comics? Has to be the title of Ranger Comics, and you see them be below 20.
You get that copy?
See those? Pick them up. I'll pay for it.
So $270.
Yeah, for all 270 of them.
But no, I was upping your bid from $250.
What?
He just told me the grade. I think it's worth a little bit more.
What do we
talking
the
about?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
You bid $250. I said $270. But seriously though, Ranger Comics and what else?
That's it. That's what I collect.
Oh,
That's
cool.
my PC. Well, that and some other things, but
I got Ranger
the
Stranger.
other things aren't worth mentioning.
Fair.
Oh.
What's Austin LeMay working on? Because he's like leaving that shit.
I am starting to ink a Sleepwalker. So I got some of the pencils down. Got some of the pencils.
What
I'm just
the
starting
hell?
inks.
Sleepwalker. I like Sleepwalker.
Yeah.
Are you trying to?
Always a cool concept.
I was trying to bait you with the thumbnail last Tuesday when I put Sleepwalker on the thumbnail for the late
Yeah,
night.
because you guys
live
brought
stream.
up Sleepwalker, I think, last time we were on a stream.
Yeah. When was
Um,
this that you were baiting me with Sleepwalker?
That what ended up being a sub push for Sector. That random.
I
live
was
stream
sleeping
did.
during that.
I think it was Monday night, but
Yeah, I was
because it was
sleeping.
done late at night, I put Sleepwalker on the thumbnail. I'm like, Becker will appreciate this.
Bastard. I wasn't there.
I got that full run. That's a great run of comic. That really
Have you
is.
ever seen my Sleepwalker sketch collection? I have all the issues, but I mean, I have a sketch collection of Sleepwalker.
I did not.
Today's
I
the
have
day, though.
It's not, unfortunately, because
Oh, don't worry about it. You can show it some other time. But I love Sleepwalker. I like that.
I
whole
probably
concept.
have a few. I would have a George Perez Sleepwalker, and I have Carlos Pacheco. In my storage locker, I have 2 Robert Kirkmans. Yes, the writer.
Makes sense.
I'm not
He's a big
surprised.
Sleepwalker fan.
I
He will
have
do
one.
sketches if you ask for Sleepwalker. And the third time I tried to get one for him, he said no before I could talk.
Ooh.
Why is that?
You're just good at pissing off a lot of artists, huh?
Sometimes. I mean, I
What
think he
happened?
just was over me at that point.
Was this all in the same day?
No.
Did you tell him the Superman and Batman and Spider-Man
Probably.
story?
Thank you,
I
Wheelchair.
don't know. I've been doing that
Superhero
shtick for years.
87 for the compliment. That's really nice, man. We appreciate that. That's really cool. Gave everybody a great compliment tonight. We work hard on them. Not me. I paid somebody to do mine.
Hard work on them. What's going on, Chaos? Let's see if he's free.
Digger Jim. That guy's cool as all get out. I watch him on other channels all the time. That dude's cool as all get out.
He is cool.
Digger Jim sucks.
I almost feel bad because I met him at Comic-Con, and I didn't feel like I gave him the time that he deserved because I was kind of like, I'm awkward. Most of you met me at C2E2. You know I'm kind of awkward. But I just didn't like hang out with him. I was just talking and then left. And I felt bad about that.
How do you think you're awkward?
Huh? I talk a lot.
Yeah, he's like Rob.
Yeah. What you see
Who
here
hasn't said a word?
that happens in person.
No, dude, you're
hey,
not
Austin,
awkward.
is that Sleepwalker available for purchase?
No,
Oh,
because if you want it, it's yours, brother. You just DM me your. DM me
Love
your
you,
address.
love you, Digger Jim.
He was just talking trash about you.
I
Then
wasn't
you show up.
Hey, Kyle, snitches get stitches, Kyle.
Oh,
I was talking
it
trash
did,
about.
man.
I was talking trash about Digger Jim.
Nick,
True, Kyle, you're talking trash about me.
Nick calls me handsome.
Also true.
Also true.
I'm talking trash in the DMs right now, actually.
Did you DM me? I'm on YouTube. I'm not paying attention to it.
Oh no, I put that you're talking smack to Ruby over there.
Talking back to him. I'm super
stream.
excited about that young man going out
I was
there and
gonna
cutting his
say,
teeth. I'm super
he's
happy about that.
Thrilled by the competition.
I'm gonna talk shit in the rap. But
Isn't that the point, though?
hey, you battle. It is what it is. I think I have the softest insults in a rap battle.
It's like
I'm
like
not hitting
shake
you
your
hard.
hand.
That's
yeah.
because you use big words.
Yeah, I'm not hitting you hard.
Like colloquialism.
I'm using a
Joe.
lot of esotericism. It's my thing. It's my shtick.
Esoterianism.
Yeah, esoteric. Esoteric.
I know. Esotericism is a word, though. Really?
It is now.
Yeah, esotericism is a word.
Huh. When do you guys sleep? Yeah,
How
literally.
drunk
We've
do
been
you think
on.
I am?
Not as drunk as me, sir. Not as drunk as me.
I have a whole new level of respect for you guys that drop the videos every day, because I've been working on this one freaking unboxing video, editing it, and I'm still learning the edit program. I'm over here just cursing. I'm like, I'm done. Okay, I'm done with it. It's good. I'm just gonna put it on YouTube. I don't care what it looks like at this point.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
Here's the best advice I got in editing. Remember, your past self should always be the best friend of your future self. So as you film something, you set it up to where it's easy to edit. You do that in the pre-planning before you do it. I don't know if that helps, but somebody told me that, and it has made my life so much easier. Like if I'm fucking up something, pause.
There we go.
And start.
And then before I start,
yeah,
do a motion that I did before and roll right into it. I don't know if that helps, but it makes it so much easier for me.
Right.
Have a simple program you can't do much editing with, and just fucking one take it.
Yeah, here you go, Jim. Just one take it, Jim.
One take it.
No editing required.
No editing required.
Yeah, you can't do that in the evil layer. Like one take.
Well,
30
yeah,
days.
I mean, it was the same when I was unboxing and the Voltron figure, and I wanted to show all this stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't need to be in here. I have to edit this.
Yeah, just cut it out.
So, but
That's
it's
why
coming.
originally sometimes I use the Benny Hill music. Fast forward mode as I'm unboxing something. Put the Benny Hill music on and just go.
Absolutely.
Now, if I end it with a slicing of my finger open and blood starts spurting everywhere, then it's even funnier.
This is my jam in Marvel. I love Power Pack.
Did you like it back in the day?
Yeah, I have 1 through
You weren't
15,
alive back in the day when that came out.
but I still read it.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I have 1 through 15. I don't know how long the run is though.
I'm using the I've never scheduled a video, so I'm dropping it. It's coming out tomorrow morning, so because I don't feel like dropping it in the middle of the night.
Yeah, no, scheduling it works great.
Yeah, I'd never done that before, so I said, "No, let me try the scheduling thing."
That's what I do.
What I do with all my videos.
For 8:30 in the morning, my time.
Yeah,
it's 11:30 Eastern. So just as y'all start thinking about going to lunch, bam! There's a new video from Rob.
Well, I'm dropping it in real time at 8 o'clock, so it could be out there. I'll post something. Be up by 5:30 anyway.
See, everybody drops theirs in the morning, so I'll be different.
Someone's trying to jump in. Ignacio, I'm going to drop your drawing thing out so someone can try to hop in.
No, I'll hop out. It's getting late for me anyway. So.
Well, I don't have it up anyway, so I can see everybody.
8, 9. Okay, I only have 1 through 10. I lied.
Bye, Nick.
I'm gonna hop out of here, guys. I gotta get in bed. I gotta work early in the morning. Thanks for having me, Mark. Appreciate you guys.
See you later, Ruby.
Ruby. Good, man.
Have a good night.
Whoever trying to hop in can try to hop back in. We'll let you in now.
I'll miss your smooth dolphin skin.
Oh, I love Power Pack.
I only have 1 through 10. I
You
thought
know,
I had
saw the Nick stream earlier when he
I
was
saw
showing
it.
the dolphin form.
That's when I was letting it download. I was letting my video download and all that shit. I was like, oh my God, what am I watching here?
Remy's fault, really.
You know, Kyle, Alex from Power Pack was actually a new warrior.
What?
Yep. Under the
I don't
name
read that much.
Powerhouse.
I don't read that much.
What he
Marvel.
does because they're garbage characters.
This was back in the 90s.
Okay.
Power Pack ended with issue 62 in like the early 90s, and then he crossed
Jesus.
over from Power Pack to New Warriors.
I have to buy 52 more of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever was attempting to hop on,
Once you start collecting a book, you have to collect them all.
Right. That's the rule.
No, it's not a rule. It's a law.
Yeah.
If you don't have
So-
them all,
He's right.
they
He's
can
right.
take
It's
you
a
to
law.
comic jail.
Especially in California.
Yeah.
Mark,
You get
there's some
sodomized by the
George
whole-
Perez sleepwalking.
Oh, we make you big. Austin, it has to be better than that or don't try.
Yep.
Got that in
That's a-
2012. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's up for sale. What are we doing? Ooh.
It's pretty good, Austin.
I love it.
Yeah, legit, Austin. Not
And this
bad.
is
Oh,
Carlos
Austin.
Pacheco.
That kind of reminds me of Mumra
Austin, look at that one.
from Thundercats.
Carlos back up.
I have a
There you go.
Stuart Sager
Austin
sleepwalker somewhere in here too, but I don't know.
I don't know. Can we see Austin LeMays again?
It's legit, dude.
It is.
Well,
Austin
just in here.
You guys don't
Austin
say
equals
that like
George
you're
Perez?
surprised.
Just for comparison,
No, it's not a-
Austin, if you don't mind.
Austin equals George Perez?
I don't know, man.
I'm not prepared to go after George.
Look, I'm a little biased because Austin LeMay is currently one of my favorite artists.
Well, I appreciate that.
Can somebody help me find number 3 of this
No.
run?
Which one are
No,
you?
I mean, I
nobody's
have-
reading it.
It's not
Scrolls
for sale.
versus Power Pack. I only have 1, 2, and 4.
If only you knew somebody who worked at a comic book shop.
We don't have that impressive of a back issue thing, which is I've been trying to talk to Austin. That's going to be a little hard to find the Spawn books that he wants.
Have you ever
It
heard of
shouldn't
the
be
internet?
that hard.
Yeah.
You can find it probably in trash bins or shops for 25 cents.
Kyle, I'm going to put it in the private chat. And here's a copy for $2. You're welcome. Found it.
Oh yeah, my tastes are very cheap, dude. This entire box is all scrolls.
25 cents.
Everything is scrolls in here. I got Meet the Scrolls.
I read that entire run.
Meet in the Scrolls.
It's just
So
somebody
have you
standing
read-
there talking to 3 cows the whole time.
It
Secret
wasn't a bad
Invasion.
story, but the truth is, the
wasn't.
story just didn't grow from anything else. It's a very
There's a
compact
copy that's
story.
$1.79, Mark.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the
that's
first
too
10
cheap,
issues
Rob.
of Power Pack, Kyle?
That is freaking cool, man.
Yeah, they had a spaceship named Friday.
Yep. Oh,
Costumes on.
You get the whole series in near
This
mint
is the
condition
best-
for $10.
This is the best scroll series out there.
I think the Power
Scroll
Pack
Kill
movie
Crew.
is on YouTube for free.
There's a Power
It's
Pack
entirely-
movie?
You're right. Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
just-
terrible.
Oh,
It's
God,
really
okay.
bad. It's like from the 80s.
Yeah. It's Gary. Yeah. It is what it is. Even by 80 standards.
This is the first die cut comic.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's not.
Actually, I'm going to go with Rob on that. I was going to give you credit for it. I don't think that's correct.
I don't know. Let's find out.
The movie was just a cartoon, isn't it?
No, it's live action.
Live action.
Really? Okay.
It's really bad.
I like the comic book, so.
But
Yeah,
it was made in a different time. We get to say that now. It's great.
Looks like a 30-minute live action little thing here.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Later, Nick.
Have a good weekend, man. We'll talk to you.
I got too
Go
many comic books
see
to organize.
Go
I
Speed
just got
Racer.
here.
Speed
Nick,
Racer.
I just got here. What?
Hi, Panda.
What?
Penny, you were supposed to be here forever ago. You were all like,
What's up,
Nick,
guys?
you didn't know this, Nick, but as soon as you
Yeah,
left,
I've been-
Panda was... Go ahead, Panda.
Panda.
Panda was backstage of your stream, Nick. And you
Oh
didn't let
no,
him
I was
in.
just saying I've been playing Mortal Kombat with the kids.
Oh, Panda.
Did you finish them?
Panda was backstage. So me, Austin, and Becker and Cade were sitting there still on stream with Nick not live, and Panda was in the private chat just hanging out talking to us for a while.
Okay.
And then I set his stream up at Panda's request, and he's just now getting here.
Well, Panda's here.
Traffic
I need
man.
a new beer.
Good move,
and I need to
Panda.
come back so he can make me happy because that's his job now. So good job. I'll be
I
right back.
still don't know what to say. Like, what was the first die cut comic then? I could have sworn it was the Fantastic Four, 358.
I don't know.
That's a good question. Should ask Google.
I know I'm trying. I can't find anything that's before Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Then maybe that's it.
And that's first Piebok the Power Scroll, right?
Yeah, unless this Punisher book is die cut. Punisher Warzone, is that a
Red
die
one?
cut book?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, and speaking of die cut books, I'm pretty sure Tex did a few in the early 90s around that same time as that Fantastic Four for
1992.
All right.
Never fear, Mad Spidey is here again.
So are we, so it's okay.
Do people ever sleep?
Fantastic Four came out 1 year before that Punisher cover.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Are you reading this?
Of course I'm reading that. That's one of my
Okay.
favorite things to read right now.
Just
That's a
wondering.
lot to digest though. For
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I'm getting it's I've gone through everything that I bought, but that's the last one.
Have you been reading the other, like everything that came before it? You know, Infinite Frontier 1 through 6.
Yeah, but it's just so much, man. It gets confusing after a while.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that if you're not too familiar with some of the characters, it'll be hard. But at the same time, a lot of the characters you're not really meant to be familiar with. It's supposed to be kind of like what's so cool about it is letting go and just trying to keep up. The story is simple, you know.
Yeah.
Darkseid's got a plan to activate the Oblivion machine and get his hands on whatever's in between the multiverse.
Right.
And this hodgepodge team is formed, and it's multiverse hopping to try to catch up to him. So it's meant to be confusing, not in the sense like you don't know what's going on with the plot, but you're supposed to be seeing all these people in places that you don't normally see.
Right.
And that's what's so fun about it.
That's kind of cool about it, actually. Like that big baby head guy that was in the one
from the Retaliators,
Yeah.
the Hulk dude. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. Now we watched them all get savagely murdered in another book here recently, because that's why Machine Head turned on them. Now the big baby head Hulk was in Suicide Squad this week too. The Retaliators were thrown up against the Suicide Squad as kind of just a scrimmage match, because at this point Waller has everything she wants and needs to invade Earth 3. So now she's just conditioning the team at this point. She's throwing.
I want to be on a team
There
called
were
the
two
Retaliators.
combinations of Marvel characters that went against that team. Yeah.
We had
That
two that
sounds so cool.
went against them, and it gave us a cliffhanger with a third team of the Thunderbolts.
I finally found some.
That's you got some bags and boards. Good.
Finally.
Yeah.
Silver Age
Dude.
boards. I've tried
bags
like
and boards
5
for
shops just to
gold.
try and find them.
I want to be on a team called the Retaliators. That sounds fun.
Joe, I'm already prepping my brother, putting a thought in his head, coming down for what is that, Galaxy Con?
Galaxy Con, yes.
Yeah, it's in
Super
March.
small con, but
Yeah,
you
it's
can get some really good prices there, and it's a good time.
Just he came up for Baltimore, so I'm like, I'll come down and see the family, and we'll go drive over there. And
I think that's the most underspoken con, because like you got the Hampton Roads Comic Con. That's obviously big because of the area.
Yeah.
Galaxy Con is interesting because a lot of people are first off, you're in a bigger city, right? It doesn't rely on the outskirts. But the great thing about that one is you're downtown, and there's a restaurant called Mama J's. I'm going to tell you right now, that is the place to go and eat. Like, Mama J will make sure you're taken care of.
Right.
That's
They got some really good restaurants down there now.
Oh, yeah. A lot different than 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they totally, when I lived there, I did I got a part-time job at Edie's Ice Cream, and it was in Scott's Addition in Richmond, and it was the only thing down there was a strip club and all industrial buildings. They were down there, and a couple other industrial buildings. Now it's all yuppie, it's just been totally, I don't know what.
Nice.
It looks a lot better.
There's a great little brewery right down the road. I swear to God, I love charcuterie boards because it's primitive and classy at the same time. There's a great brewery that has some of the best charcuterie boards out there. And it's like a Lunchable with a fancy French name.
Yeah.
And you get to eat with your hands. That's awesome to me.
Charcuterie boards.
Yeah, you sounded all fancy and that, charcuterie board, and then it's like, yeah, you can eat with your hands.
If you come down, shoot me a DM. I'll come up and I don't know, maybe I'll get a hotel room or something. We can go out and actually hang out like we did not, like I failed you in Baltimore.
What? You were on a mission, man. You were on a mission.
I was on a very tight mission there because my wife cannot hang out in a Comic-Con very long.
Right.
She gets annoyed by it. She sees everything. She's not dollar bin. She sees the pop. She's done. It's done. So I was on a time schedule. Plus, I had to meet my uncle that night to have some dinner. So yeah, I apologize for that. Because normally I'm like, let's go grab drinks, let's go have some dinner, let's do this. You're my new best friend because I'm drunk and I can't make decisions right now. Like that's me.
Right. I hear you, brother. No problem. I was just thinking about it. I was talking to him yesterday, and I said, "Man, we got to go to this." And just pick a day. I mean, we don't have to go all 3 days. Maybe like a Saturday or something, but. You know, I don't know if he's.
If I go, I'm going to go all 3 days because people show up, and the great thing about GalaxyCon is that every day there's a whole new group of cosplayers in there, completely different.
Well,
and although cosplay does not mean consent, it does mean I can look.
Right?
So you just want to be a dirty old perv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, you got the whole VCU School of Arts right there, man. They live for that shit. They go and
all those
just, you know.
little universities that do arts and craft bullshit, they're all going to be on display there.
Yeah,
And let's be honest, show a little boob, show a little tight vagina, boom, winner.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You thirsty, Joe?
Huh?
Said you thirsty, Joe?
No.
You
I'm
can't
not
be
saying I'm
takes his
thirsty.
shirt off.
I'm just saying.
You can be real thirsty.
Look, if you're at the beach and a girl's wearing a thong, you're going to notice her. Doesn't mean you're thirsty. It just means you're a guy.
Or attracted to
I
women.
don't know which ocean is it.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, it depends on my answer. If it's the Pacific Ocean, yeah, I probably saw the girl. But if it's the majestic Atlantic,
And I'm
oh,
sorry
no.
to make myself perfectly clear to you're a cis male. Promiscuous.
You're struggling with words now, Joe.
Well, these are new words
cis-
that we just
a cis-
made up in the last 2
words
years.
are
so I'm
hard.
still learning
White,
pronunciation.
straight, cis male. Yeah, I got a Dick Tracy poster.
Panda.
Dick Tracy comics. So there you go.
Panda being bad.
I only have posters and Power Pack.
I call it posers.
What do you mean? Like, that's when you slab a book, you only care about the front part, anyways, right? So, I got a poster, and I only care about the front part of my poster. Usagi Yojimbo.
Well, I like Usagi Yojimbo.
Never read it. Haven't read Saga either.
It goes like this. Little rabbit Fufu is hopping through the forest, bopping the field mice on the head.
Okay. That's probably
With a
why I never
sword.
read it.
Yeah.
I like bonies.
I like bunnies. So, Mark, did you pick up that Ghost Rider book?
I have not. No.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but it's just like, eh.
I got one that's kind of like that. It looks that it came out a couple years back, and I'm like, I don't need.
I'll be
too
honest with
many
you, I
of these.
absolutely love it. Perlo's art is fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't need everything to have an Infinity Gauntlet on it, though. To be honest,
Yeah,
that takes away from it for me.
Yeah. I like the other one though.
Kale New.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that one I actually would mind buying.
Well, Kale New is getting the A covers for it. So what BTC has specifically for that, they have the option for the limited version for it, but they will be. That's just going to be a standard A cover. He's got the A covers for the series.
Okay.
And I'm excited for the series because much like with all Marvel stuff, I'm hoping it'll be one that I'll want to continue to read. But unfortunately, most likely I'll make it 2 issues in it, cry, and throw it against the wall.
Even if it's got a nice cover?
I don't. Yeah, I can look at covers on my phone all day long.
But not a cover buyer, though.
Dude, the only books that I cover by are Jang books because for me that's just like collecting the art at that point.
Yeah.
The other stuff it's not like that. That like, I mean, not all of his books sell out, but a good number of them do. And I don't want to go back later and want to have one and pay more for it, so I jump on them at the front end. But there's nothing. It's very, very rare that I do a cover buy. And now I have an out. So like I did do a cover buy for Swamp Thing number 10, the Brian Ballin B cover. But I got to own it and have it for a couple of weeks. Then I put it in the monthly Legion loot box and gave it away. You know what I'm saying? I got my fix and then sent it up.
That's one of my 2022. I don't know if you want to say resolution, whatever. I'm not doing that, and I'm not buying. Oh, look, this is a cool cover. I've got to have it. I don't read the book. I don't follow the book. I'm not doing that anymore.
I'm sorry, I've been horrible about looking in the chat.
Don't draw a hard line on that because every now and then there's a beautiful piece of art, and if you grab it, it's a #1 issue, and it's a great cover by, and then you actually crack it open and read it, and you like the story.
Well, yeah, no, that's different.
Rare things.
But like,
that's a rare thing.
Yeah, but like there was this past week, there were Black Widow. They had like 4 different covers, and there were 2 of them that I thought were just phenomenal. And I was like,
#1s.
I'm not reading. It was number 31. I'm not reading the story.
Perfect jumping on point. Perfect jumping on point.
Right? Yeah.
That's what she said. But
yeah.
You know what? If you all become Golden Age and Silver Age collectors, you won't have to worry about that bullshit. Just throwing that out there.
There's just one cover.
There's just one cover.
So, do you care about the story though?
I'm sorry?
In Golden Age books, like, do you actually like sit down and read the stories?
Yes, I do.
And do you enjoy them, I guess?
I enjoy their simplicity of a time well gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
No,
Does anyone know what this 3D Joker's Daughter Villain Week book is? In the comment there.
What do you mean of a time gone? We still have
I look at a Golden Age comic book the same way I read the Odyssey and I read various other stories. I read them for their actual content for them. So the perspective of the time, right? I don't judge it or perceive it. I just look at it as a what it is. Like there's a famous line in Dick Tracy comic books where he would tell somebody, "Hey, just give me the straight dick."
That was actually Cap and Iron Man.
No, it was in Dick Tracy first. It was in Dick Tracy first.
Mm-hmm.
That was a classic Dick Tracy saying back in the early Golden Age.
The Captain America Iron Man line is, it sounds like you need some solid dick from old Shellhead.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, right. This was common colloquialism at the time.
Right.
I enjoy it for that. I also enjoy the advertisements in the back end. And I do the same thing for the 80s, for the X-ray goggles and all that. That's just mostly nostalgia for them.
But nothing's better than getting your own Buster Brown shoes or getting a Red Ryder.
Right. And then if you go to my first Spring Hill Jack, the first comic strip from a Penny Dreadful that's actually mimicked off of the Batman thing, the whole Batman stance. I have that display as well. And I just enjoy it for the history of it, and I just want to protect it and seal it away and put it away.
Cool. No, I like your stance.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, I do read. Everything I own, I read. That's why I don't. And Rob asked me to be on Slab Hub. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give away the secret if it was a secret. But
did I ask people to be on Slab Hub? No, I'm a whore for it. Any of you guys want to be on Slab Hub?
Rob asked
I think I get to be on this year, right, Rob?
And I was
as soon as you got the slabs.
I have the slabs.
That's right. Let me know.
Super appreciated to be on it, but like I don't meet the requirements for it, and that's fair because I don't slab a comic book. They go in a safe deposit box or a storage device that's other than, and that's how I pack my comic books.
Yeah, I just cleared the 25. So
well, Mike, I only got 3 more dates open this quarter.
Oh yeah,
then I'm booking April after that. So
when is this quarter go to?
The end of March.
End of March, yeah.
The first 3 months of the year.
I can probably do March.
Have you hooked up Beckerman yet?
That's we were just talking about that.
He's working on me right now. He's buttering me up.
Send him a DM.
Hold on.
Just do it here now. Timestamp 113.
He's buttered him up.
Yeah.
Just try.
I'm not a roll, Rob. Quit.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Just try to relax.
Yeah, so Mark, not every. I mean, I'm glad. I appreciate that you like Jane's work. It's not everything he does for me, but this one by far is got to be my favorite. That Optimus Prime one.
Yeah, that's in my top 5.
I mean, to me, that one could just go right up on the wall. get me some nice gator guards or something and stick it right up there.
Dude, not all of them are even like up my alley. There's been a couple of them I've got just to be the completionist.
Right up your alley.
One
Try to relax first.
I did, and it still didn't work out, Rob. But what's that show that just hit Cowboy Bebop? He did one for that, and like I'm not familiar with the property. I don't care about it, so I was like, this is just a completionist purchase for me.
Yeah, sure.
You should watch it, Mark. It's good.
I watched the first episode on Netflix of the new live action one, and it was
not the right place to start.
Not yet.
That's where I'm going to take y'all's advice into consideration and continue there and not go anywhere else.
That is the opposite of what you did.
Also, watch this. This is my thought on it. Okay, so there's this show called The Last Airbender or Avatar or something like that, right?
Right.
These kids.
Yes, it's a big show.
You can chill out, Kyle. There's these kids that work for me, and they brought up that property. I'm like, dude, I love that movie. It was so fun, and they looked like they're about to kill me. Like they straight wanted to kill me. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all right now? They're like, we're talking about Avatar. I'm like, the blue people? They're like, no. I'm like, you're talking about The Last Airbender, right? The movie with the little kid with the glowy head who front kicks the big tidal wave, right? And they were ready to kill me, and I was being legit. So
that movie was ass.
Yeah, I love that movie. Like I just thought it was like a crappy kids movie that like an adult could enjoy because it was like borderline crappy kids. Like kids, I can imagine kids not enjoying that, but adults can tolerate it, kind of thing. I love those kind of movies because I have kids, you know.
Yeah, I've been listening to you for like a minute and a half, and I'm already willing to like kneel behind you and let them push you over my back. Like,
so I refuse to watch the cartoon Avatar: The Last Airbender, afraid that it'll ruin that movie for me.
No, the movie ruined it for the
It will make it better. It will make it like I'm not an anime fan. But I'm going to be honest with you, Cowboy Bebop, the animated version of it, I remember overseas not having anything to watch. That was always something easy to catch on very other stations and stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the animation. And then I watched the movie, and I was kind of excited. And I was like, oh, wow, you all took something cool, really cool and exciting, and you made it super fucking boring. How do you do that? Like this is if you watch the animated version, even if you're not and I'm not an anime fan. I don't watch anime. I'm not into anime.
Right.
But I've watched Cowboy Bebop, and I was like, this is pretty cool. And it was like a passive thing. And then I watched.
How much is there? Like how much Cowboy Bebop is there out there?
Couple seasons.
3 seasons.
3
in a movie.
There's 26 episodes of the original season, and then there's the movie, and then there's the live action. So it's technically 2 seasons because 13 episodes per season.
But
so how many episodes are in the live action?
There's 8.
That's so much quicker to watch than the
They
animated.
drop that shit. No, that is
damn it,
horrible.
Mark.
That is so bad. Don't watch that.
Why must you be?
I'll be honest with you. I watched the first episode. I just wasn't interested.
It's garbage. Watch the.
Well, I mean, like, it's hard for me to keep up with other stuff that, like, I want, like, I actively see and I want to watch. You know, so I'll probably never go back and watch any of it. To be honest,
I get you, and I feel you, but to get a true essence of Cowboy Bebop.
I hear what you're saying, but Mark, you're wrong.
Cool.
2 episodes of the anime. It's actually pretty good.
It's got a dog in it, Mark. Come on.
This what?
It's got the dog in it.
I don't know why people assume just because it's animals and stuff I'd be into it.
They really do, though.
It's like if you work at Crystal's, you're going to want to eat like Crystal burgers for the rest of your life, or you're going to want to.
I don't know what that is.
Right. But I'll
tell
you what.
If you work at White Castle, do you want miniature burgers for the rest of your life? Except for Joe.
Joe says
does.
If you watch the anime, it's like going from Crystal Burgers, right, to a 5-star restaurant. It's that different.
Right.
So Joe and he watched the live action because it reminded him of Harold and Kumar and White Castle.
No, I was just drunk one night and I was like, I can't go to sleep. So I started watching it and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was
That's like
it was
me
an
and
all
Demon
right
Slayer.
adaptation. Like I watched it all.
You
It was
thought
an
it was
all right
all right?
adaptation.
Like,
It
what
was
was
all
all right
right.
about it?
I couldn't
Like,
get through the
it's
first
like-
episode.
It was
It
all
was
right.
rough.
It
Hey,
wasn't totally bad, but it wasn't.
No, the entire thing was just narratively incorrect, and
Mm.
the entire thing was just narratively boring. I'm not sure who wrote the story, and I don't care. But the truth is, at the end of the day, you can't stay if you binged it right at night. Like I watch my channels. Let's say you worked a hard day, you're doing YouTube, you're doing all your stuff. At night, you want to rewind, catch up on a channel. You're going to catch up on 3 episodes on something. I bet you, after a long day, you cannot stay awake for three episodes of that show.
Well,
Bet you I could.
I can't stay awake for the first 10 minutes of a show if I've been up all day too. So.
And you're talking to a guy that is hypersomnia. I couldn't do it. Like that was like
You're a hyper zombie?
Yeah.
The Snyder zombie.
Mark, how was the Ghostbusters show? I've been
The
meaning
new
to look-
movie?
Yeah.
Dude, I loved it.
Was it good?
loved it. Yes, it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot myself.
I mean, is
Like
that I guess I can get it on pay-per-view or whatever.
It's available.
I
It's
got it
available
on
on
Vudu
all the
already a
streaming
while back.
services.
It's on
I do-
Amazon or
No one knows. I don't know about that.
HBO
It
Max.
should
or-
be. I mean, no. I mean, like it's available to buy or rent. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah, it's
think
not
it's on
available
Amazon.
like with subscriptions yet, but you can like purchase it. Like I checked. I saw it available like advertised to me on YouTube for $19.99. So I went over to the other streaming services like Vudu and Movies Anywhere where I tend to
$14.99.
try to get stuff. But no, the UHD was still $19.99.
Oh, I paid $14.99.
What?
Pre-ordered it through Vudu.
I went to the movie.
I didn't pre-order it. I didn't get it till
Oh.
after the fact. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
But it was good. I don't regret paying $19.99 for it. It's definitely
Yeah.
one that I'm happy to have, and
I
I'm
thought-
definitely going to watch again. It was a blast. I didn't know how
Oh, you
well I
actually
would
bought it
like it.
instead of rented it?
Yeah,
You know,
because I buy them because after a couple of weeks, if you have movies anywhere, I can let you borrow it and stuff like that, and I rewatch movies a lot, man.
Right.
I love movies when especially when they're good. That was a truly well done movie. It paid proper tribute to the original by adding to it, and not
Right.
just
That was great
You know,
fan service there. I thought it was great fan service. If you're a fan,
it was No Way
of
Home for the
Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters franchise, is what it was.
boom, out of the park. I thought
What's
it
No Way
Alright.
Home?
Yeah,
It's
I just was
about
curious.
It's about two
Again,
dogs and a cat.
the water stuff started happening. It was weird.
Yeah, at the end.
The one.
Just the whole. I don't want to ruin it because but I think we all know what makes me emotional. What does it? That moment of everybody coming together and doing the epic thing, and then the thing is there. I know
Yeah,
that
there was something missing.
thing,
It wasn't working because something was missing. Then something shows up,
and then it's there, and you're like,
Dan Aykroyd.
that dude died.
Something,
Oh,
dark
like
side.
it was.
Dark Side.
But you know what you watched it, Rob. You know what he's talking about.
I actually haven't watched it yet.
Oh well, I'm glad we're.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
I'm glad we're
jump on.
sticking with something. See, and I'm big on spoilers.
so
I don't mind
behind on
spoiling
stuff.
stuff.
Look, I will spoil something that is bad. But
Bill
if
Yeah,
Murray.
but when
it's
something's good, you want people to have that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't spoil it. I just was curious.
I'm not.
spoil
Yeah.
it. If it's
This is
bad,
the third. This
get
is
it.
the third stream I've been on when we started talking about it, and no one who's seen it has been willing to spoiler it without even having to say that ahead of time.
All right,
It's
now I may have
not,
to go out and
uh,
rent it or buy it or whatever.
Yeah,
Y'all
not
gotta
the
watch
Stay Puft
it. 'Cause
Man,
I want
it's
to
actually
talk
the
about it,
Michelin
and I
Man.
purposely have it. Y'all need to watch it. If I don't want to talk about it, it's good. If I talk about it, it's bad, and I will
I gotta
spoil
stop
the
hopping
shit
on
out of
stream
it.
so I can watch stuff.
Yeah, I watched the Boba Fett thing. That was pretty good.
we
Why
watched
are we all hanging
Ghostbusters
out
Wednesday
here?
night. It was perfect because there's no like how we have the Wednesday night is our movie night with the family kind of thing, and we normally watch a show or something. And like Boba Fett's coming out, but it's kind of like Mia for that kind of thing, sitting
Oh
down.
yeah, yeah.
So we saw Ghostbusters was available the day before. Like, let's go, let's do it. I regret not going to see it on the big screen, but it was just, it really, like, it sounds crappy, but it takes a comic book movie to drag me to the theater.
Yeah, I saw Ghostbusters in the theater.
Yeah, I wish I would have. Now that I've seen it,
I watched it in the theater. It was and like water falling out of my face. It was bad.
What did the critics say?
I don't care.
It got good feedback. It's 62% on Rotten Tomatoes with great feedback. The negative stuff comes from the same thing that you actually hear negative feedback from Spider-Man No Way Home. Is just the fan service carries it, but it's done right though.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Cool.
Critics.
I like to hear everybody's side.
Yeah, I don't care about critics. I watch movies. I say things. That's my deal.
The critics' opinions
Aren't we
my
also
opinion.
Aren't we also critics?
I would almost say we as a community can ignore critics and become critics.
I still think it's fun to see what they have to say. Just like how I like to hear other people's opinions. It's just more opinions.
That's exactly what I just said. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I dare a critic to debate me, but they don't.
Stop trying to get everybody to debate you.
Anyway, we're not getting into whatever that topic was the other day. I've already forgotten about it.
Yeah. NFTs. No.
Stop it.
No.
Yeah, we can't debate NFTs because they're not real.
That's right.
I love that Rob said.
Well, let me just ask a quick question. Is the comic market really a market?
Stop it.
You're an asshole. You're an
Did he
asshole.
leave or did you put him back there?
I kicked him before you could have an opportunity to answer. Don't. We're not going down that road.
Let's not. Let's
You
not
can
do
say
that.
that's
I like
a
that
topic
you put-
specifically for the banter.
I like that you put Joe in the exact opposite corner.
Well,
of
they did that
Rob.
on his own when I did
Oh, okay.
that.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I was waiting for it, Mark.
I'm trying to remember where I saw it. I saw it on Instagram. I think it's like
Joe is a master debater.
I think they got like was it the guy they were talking about for the rap battle? What was his name?
Javon Jordan.
Javon, isn't he coming out there to your area, Austin? It's like
Yes, sir.
It's like 4 or 5 of them. Good man.
Austin's got a big hitter signing
Yeah.
thing coming.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he's
yeah?
actually Javon actually moved out here to Arizona. But yeah, he's going to be signing with Marat Michaels, John Boy Myers,
Oh wow,
and John Jang.
Yeah, he's
that
got
is a
the
big signing.
big triple effecto thing going there.
You're not a big do you poo person, Austin?
No, I actually know I've met Marat countless times, and he fuck it, I'll say it. When I released the
Oh, this is the guy?
yeah, that's Marat Michaels.
I didn't connect that because that's been so long since you said that I didn't recognize his name.
Yeah, so when I released the Something Is Killing the Turtles, I had one hanging up in my LCS, and he came in, and the owner of the LCS was like showing it off, like, "Hey, check this out. This is the guy that did it," and he's like, "Yeah," and he just kind of like, I don't care who you are or what you've done. Come to find out, I sent that out, and like 2 weeks later, he released Something Is Killing the Tigger. So he was a little butthurt, I think, that I put that out there before he did.
Yeah.
And
Before he could do the Christopher Robin take on it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
You know what?
when he was on the not probably first on the comic scene, but I remember his first time around. Before all the poo stuff, when he was working in Rob Liefeld's studio and doing that.
That says it all.
Yeah, that's where he came from.
You
He
watch
was
your mouth, Spidey.
I'm
he was
just
an
going to go ahead and
intern
say it.
for Liefeld.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
He's teaching them how to do
known
feet.
characters. He takes known art and he does known things. The guy's obviously an amateur. Fuck him.
Well, he's a copy.
Well, he's not an amateur. I mean, he's
No.
I wouldn't call him an amateur.
Well, that I just did. So.
Oh, I know you did. But...
I like to take. Well, wait a second, Joe. We like to take things. We like to duplicate and elaborate, man. What's wrong with taking an idea and making it better?
He's
Well,
just
when you
making
take
a
it
living.
from
He's a pro
somebody
artist.
who's trying to cut their
he found his
teeth in
gimmick.
it and doing legitimate work, and you do it, and you treat the person like they're garbage, you're a horrible person. You're not worth my time.
Okay, that's fair. If you're not a good person, then yeah, there's
not
no,
what
there's
they
no
produce.
question.
I'm worried about people at the end of the day. I like Austin LeMay, and I like everybody in this room right now. If somebody that's hoity-toity or bourgeois comes in and offends any of you, I will personally call them garbage online, outline. My lawyer.
Yeah, I gotta say, Mark's like that too. He
Wait a second.
on my hate bandwagon.
I want to use that.
What do I do, Becker?
You jumped on my hate bandwagon for that lady. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Joe,
look at that sleepwalkeriness.
That's cool, man.
So there you go. Let me know.
Becker, I hope that shows up to you quicker than my Spectre sketch has shown up to me.
So, what talk about this?
Did I do it, Spectre?
You did one at my request, like, I don't know, 9 months ago on stream, and then like 4 months ago, you're like, yeah, I'll send it to you. Then like 2 months ago, you're like, yeah, my bad, I forgot to send it to you. It's on my floor somewhere.
I actually did one though.
Yeah, it's when you're experimenting with the markers. Remember?
It's that one that you use as a coaster.
Can you guys actually hear me?
Panda.
Yeah, we can hear you, Panda.
Actual panda.
Hey Joe, which guy are we fucking? Who are we fucking? What's going on?
Wow.
I can't remember.
Quick.
Anybody that's bourgeois that looks down on people
Different
that I
than
know
anyone who's
automatically
bourgeois.
fuck 'em. Period. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I'm just excited to fuck this dude. That's pretty much what I'm at.
I'll be honest with you. If Lund or
It's his birthday today, too,
Live
funny enough.
came down
Right,
and
Michael.
said Austin LeMay said nausea or garbage people, guess who's gonna die tomorrow? I don't know.
Oh,
There it is.
there it is.
Hey,
That's that,
That? You want that? Oh, geez. I might have thrown that away.
Yeah, that's what we were afraid of when you were doing them.
He used it at the bottom of his cat's litter box.
Hey,
So I didn't see the
you have to
little-
do another
Oh,
one. Pop it out there.
I wish I had it. My wife already has it framed. It's in the collective room. He did something on a sketch, just random sketch where he did like a Calvin and Hobbes thing. I think it's Calvin, where
He's using a
Calvin
hammer.
is the clown
Someone's got
hunter
construction going
character.
on, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did that as a bullshit sketch, and I was like, I need that. My wife would like that. And he was like, "Are you serious?" And he like threw it behind him in the live feed, and I was like, "No, my wife wants that."
Yeah, Austin was doing that like when I think Panda was on stream when Austin was sitting there just showing us all this art and literally throwing it behind him.
Yeah, and I'm just like, "No, my wife."
Well, speaking of which, I found one. My son had it in his room that I did more than 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. I'll see. Because, like, I have just countless boards that I just constantly.
If you just want to throw that stack into a box and send it my
Yeah,
way,
just
that'd be cool
chop
too.
it up and equally distributed amongst people and on the stream here.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'll start throwing them. I'll start throwing them
I'm
into
still in
giveaways
shock.
and
He
throw them
remembered
out.
the sleepwalker. Like I've been kind of sitting here, like that was like over a week ago, right?
And you know what? He's just
I'm
sitting
gonna
there
handle this
playing with
outline.
aspects of it. Like he's not drawing something; he's just playing with art techniques, and that's what amazes me about these guys.
I'm shocked you remember.
This is actually the earliest of versions of my, the mark that I do, my initials, ARL. So this is March 16th, 2001. You can see that's the first time that I actually started playing around with that.
Nice. Let's see the picture.
That's really awesome.
That's an old one.
What do you actually like to draw, Austin?
You know what? I just like to draw.
Sign of a true artist.
So like, yeah, like I just have like these little sketch things where I'll just play around with like markers and try to figure out like color comparison and how certain colors play well with others. And
what kind of paper do you use?
This is this is the actual comic book blue line.
Okay.
Crystal board.
And then the other stuff is just on regular comic book backing boards.
Okay. Do you do a lot of sketch covers?
I do when they're requested.
Okay.
I actually have 5
They're
of them.
$750 a piece, though, Kyle.
They're pretty expensive.
And depending on the character, it might be more.
Yeah.
Character, if it's full body.
If there's more than one character.
Yeah.
If it's something that's stupid.
Tyler sent me a really
something that's stupid. Yeah.
He sent me a really rare Invincible blank. And before I even started, the book was worth like $100. So I was like, man, just a heads up. What if I completely fuck this cover up?
Yeah.
But luckily that turned out pretty well. He liked it. So
You can always take the blank cover off and it's
just paint it in white out and start all over again.
Yeah. Or you could do that, yeah.
No, Rob just said remove the cardstock and then just have a regular comic underneath.
Yep. Yeah, no. Yeah, it has to be something that Austin likes, otherwise he won't do it.
Yep.
That's why I was asking. I have a bunch of sketch covers.
No, I mean
I could show you the ones that I have, and you could tell me which one you'd be interested in drawing on.
Yeah, I have a ton too. I mean, you guys have seen the ones that I still have countless times. But
the ones that are on the floor.
Yeah. Actually, I know I gotta have that stuff somewhere around here. Oh wow, here's an old one. Did Panda's logo.
Nice.
Oh, Panda.
Panda,
Oh,
get your
nice.
logo.
Man.
No. So you can see you never finished it.
No, I don't know. We were on a stream and I was just doodling it.
Aw. I love it when my friends think of me.
Do it. So.
Dude, Panda.
And do
seriously,
stuff
man.
with their hands.
and put things in books.
And put things on books and all
Hey,
that.
Panda.
Yeah, what up?
Are you like mostly sure you're coming to KC for Planet or what?
Oh, yeah.
Panda
I'm
is
definitely making that
always
plan.
coming.
You can count on it.
Sweet.
For me to come. There.
Do you know where you're staying yet?
I'm staying somewhere.
I didn't know if you were
how many nights?
I didn't know if you were doing the weekend or what.
Okay, let's start off with the dates that it is.
I'm definitely coming. I don't know when, but I'll come.
I didn't know if it was a 1-day thing or a 3-day thing, or I just
You haven't been
knew
to
that I was
Planet
going to come.
before?
No, I've never been to Planet.
Usually I come.
It's April
3 days.
22nd to the 24th.
22nd to 24th. Okay, I would definitely be there on a Saturday.
Cool.
For sure. If I end up on the streets that night, it's okay.
Oh no, you won't be in the streets. Bring you back to my place.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
show you my new Warriors room.
Your new Warriors room? Oh no, he's gonna show me a speedball.
In a world where Panda needs a place to sleep.
So many Jello pudding pops.
Relax and look at the picture of Night Thrasher.
Here's a towel.
Next on Comic Community Theater.
That's one of my other goals.
Sounds so bad.
Hit a couple of cons.
One twin-size mattress.
It's just a race car bed in the middle of a room.
I sleep in it. Oh, what's the Millhouse's dad? Who are the Simpsons guys in here? Somebody is.
Not me.
I've watched it for all those years. What do you want? But I don't know.
They were remember divorced. When Kurt Van Houten brags about sleeping in a race car? Oh, I sleep in a race car.
I don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it.
It's when he got divorced.
Probably. That was our thing when my son got when we moved him out of the crib into his first big boy bed. It was like a fire truck. That was to get him to move over so we could give the crib to his sister. But, yeah, it was.
So, Mark, are you going to Heroes Con?
I'm definitely planning on it at this point. Like,
he found it.
I found it.
What? You found it?
I found it.
Oh, awesome. Where was it? Was it on the bathroom?
I put it in a pile of all these sketch ones that.
Yeah, but when you were working with the markers, trying out markers.
It's a Roscoe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man, go back to that.
Oh wow.
That's the original draft.
Nice.
Wait, that still hasn't been sent to me?
Whatever happened to the Green Ranger cover you drew?
The Green Ranger, it's still at CGC.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. All those backer boards that are in your left hand right now, just go ahead and put them in a box and send it to me. The whole thing. All of it.
And just completely ignore what Mark said.
Yeah, exactly. Everything.
Just put them on Panda's pile.
Yeah, put them on my pile.
I just send you a box. You can put any 10 in it.
I actually have work notes on this one.
I don't know where I put all my sketch covers.
Oh, I have a whole short box dedicated to mine.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like, honestly, I have like 50 or so. Well, not a short box then. I have like 50 sketch covers.
No, but Panda, this one is yours. I'm gonna send this one with the Something's Killing the Children as soon as it comes back from CGC.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. I don't know where Kyle is digging up his other comic right now.
It's not me.
It's not you.
It's not
You're
me.
not-
The pounding is not me. No.
You're not in a coal mine somewhere banging it out.
The noise is on my end again.
Right now.
Oh, really? First it was somebody. So they're laying down the tracks this time, so the train can pull in.
Gotta go. DJ's doing a test stream.
Oh.
Is that how we rank? We're below
What happened?
the
Why did he cancel in the mix?
He was out doing other things tonight.
Oh, okay.
He has
Playing
a life,
Monopoly?
Apparently, apparently
And a
he says he has a
family.
life. Yeah. I don't understand what that means, but
And Chip, no banter tomorrow. That's what I
What?
heard. I
Well,
thought somebody said that.
if he's not doing one, then we'll do something after Gary's.
I remember
Live
I was gonna
giveaway.
say.
Gary's got his 1,000
Yeah.
subscriber giveaway. It starts at the time it normally would. So
Yeah.
if Chip's not going to do it, then I'll put it up.
Rob normally jumps on that.
I'm hoping.
I'm off this weekend, and I don't have the kids tomorrow either.
Bounce.
We'll hang out with
Wow,
my-
You'll be
we'll
able
hang
to-
out with my mom.
watch.
You know what that means, Mark? Handle
I
that
don't.
business. Handle that business when you don't have the kids, man.
Oh, wife will be at work till late. Yeah,
Oh shit.
dude, I'm excited just to have an evening, just to. It's very rare when you just have evening with nobody but yourself, where you can just sit there and stare at the wall. I know. I mean, I'm about to say I know that sounds crazy, but I'm sure it doesn't to most people on here. Like when you have that moment, you're not even thinking, I wonder what I can do. No, you just want to sit there with TV going or not, just stare at the wall.
Sometimes I just turn off this monitor and
described
look
like
at the
most
camera,
of
so
my
you guys
week.
think I'm interacting. It's like I'm looking at a wall.
Now, I'm sitting here working on images and slides for a comic close-up that I regret using this character immediately.
Yeah.
Hey
Well,
man,
done with
listen,
that.
I really like those, so you need to keep doing them.
Well, I'm going to keep doing them.
I'm
but
a
I
fan
think-
of it too. It's a good.
I learned
series.
something new every time you do it. I'm like, son of a bitch, I did not know that.
Yeah, I learned. I was going to like. I kind of talked to Beckerman a little bit about these and stuff. And earlier tonight I was getting ready to message him, and then he popped on his stream. I'm like, perfect. And then we didn't talk about it yet, but I mentioned it. But I'm going to do one on Venom, and it's one of the. It's not convoluted, but it's one of the most all over the place from inception to getting there. Like everybody had their hand in the cookie jar of that character becoming a thing.
And he was kind of weird and goofy.
It was definitely horde
but
around.
cannibalistic and.
I
don't know.
I
It's a
think
weird.
Panda's burying his family right now. Panda, are you burying your family right now?
No, I thought.
I've been on mute this whole time.
No, I don't think it's.
No, we already established.
It's
Heidi.
Yeah. They're asking about the hammering again.
Yeah.
He can't hear you. There's construction
Mads
on
fighting.
his side. Oh, you got a whole.
He's been working on the railroad all the live long day.
You should draw a picture of Donnie Cates drawing a picture of Donnie Cates on that cover, because that says it all.
I have one of those.
Well, I have.
Hey, can you take one of those Hulk covers and draw Green Lantern on it for me?
Oh, nice.
Ryan Reynolds one.
Alien, right? Yeah.
That's a good one. Spider-Man.
But Austin, I want to
Right
pitch you an idea about this House of Slaughter.
Yeah. Here's one I'm pretty excited about.
Ooh, Animal Castle. I have that one as well.
I like these more obscure ones too.
Oh yeah.
Army of Darkness. This one is that's a Batman one.
That's not obscure.
That's just a
black and white. All right, yeah.
I just
that's
picked
cool.
up one.
Oh, I like that one. The Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
Do you have that green? Do you have that green Joker one?
We'll find out when we get to the J's.
No problem. B. Oh, they're alphabetized. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
And now we're in the B's. We'll get into the J's.
The Donnie Cates.
Next is crossover. Crossover's next. Watch.
Damn.
Can you draw crisscross
That's
on
number
that one?
2. I could.
Okay.
There's number 3.
What's another C?
There's number 4. There's number 5.
Very awesome. I like they changed the colors of the trade.
That
marks.
way you can move the crisscross over.
This one I'm going to have fun with too.
Oh, yes. I love that story.
This one, I just let it sit too long. This one's out of date.
I don't know. You can still do a wicked Batman who laughs on it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
On
I was
stage,
actually
doing a middle
thinking,
show.
originally I wanted to do a
Robin.
Do
That
like,
would be the-
do like Gwar dressed up like Batman.
Oh, you got a double drain. Nice.
Rob, I'm going to share that in just a second. But
Yeah,
I
yeah, no
I
worries.
just- I just
I was gonna say you
downloaded
wrote
it.
it.
absolutely,
I skipped on that one, Austin.
This is God Country number 1. This is actually pretty rare.
I've never seen that.
I read that over this past summer. It wasn't bad. It wasn't what everyone hyped it up to be for me, but it wasn't bad.
Harley Quinn. I recognize that one. Yeah. Ooh,
I haven't
that
actually read this one yet.
one. Do you have the? Oh, never mind. We're not to the eyes. The I Walk with Monsters.
I think so. So there's
think we're-
the House of Slaughter.
Yeah.
I got a couple of those.
Did you
And
get
then
the other? Yeah, the red. Okay,
blood
gotcha.
variant.
And then 3. Yep.
3. Yep. And then the 2 Hulks.
Okay, I want to
And
see.
then
I
which
Walk
one
with
were you
Monsters.
asking about? This one?
Yeah,
There
that
it
one.
is.
Cool.
Yep.
Now, have you drawn Hulk before other than that marker test thing? Because there's not much going on with that character. I've noticed a lot of artists that for a long time I was excited to see, they draw him, and it's just, he's just skin,
No, I haven't. Like, I haven't drawn a serious.
Is that any good?
Firefly blanks? I can see.
King of Spies is awesome.
Oh, I need to check it out.
All right, I'm just keeping a mental note, and I'll show you the ones that I have that are different.
Can you take the Noctera and you need to draw like Noctera with like Optimus Prime? She's like driving Optimus Prime trailer. That'd be great.
This one,
that's cool.
Remy to do the voiceover.
This is an old book that me and Scott were talking about. He brought this to my attention, Hoarder's Hide.
Yeah.
So I actually found one in the wild. So I'm going to draw something for him on this one.
Nice.
Porcelain. I didn't get that one.
Now we're Power Rangers.
Next is we're getting close to Primordial.
You gotta put the Yellow Ranger on the green.
Yeah, Primordial.
So there's my my Nanu, my Mork and Mindy / Planet of the Apes. That one's going to CBC someday.
Next should be Shadow Man.
There's my Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy.
Shadow Man.
Punchline.
Oh.
Radiant Black.
Oh yes.
And Mark, you got that punchline that that Austin did, right?
Skybound X.
Yes, sir.
More of that.
Boo.
More of that.
Boo.
Yeah, Kyle wants all those ones.
Spawn.
Oh, nice.
Are you gonna do your own Spawn cover and have McFarlane sign it?
So I did a Spawn cover, and I absolutely hated it. So I gave it away when Mark did that big push for my YouTube channel, and Biggie Shack has it.
Yeah. I sent them the link, and he put in his hashtag at the last second and won it. It was crazy.
Fucking shit.
I know, right? So I put the hashtag and everything too. I was really hoping I would win it.
Nice. Do you have any Supergirl?
No, but I have that, which is pretty rare.
Nice. I want you to draw Voltron on that one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ultimate Fallout 4.
Yeah, I got one of those blanks.
You had Noctera, right?
2 of them. Yeah, I had Noctera.
I just got the Ultimate Fallout 4.
Ultra Mega. I really want to do something cool
with
yeah.
on it. Oh.
Heck yeah.
And that's a thick book too.
That's a good story.
Yeah. Unholy.
Venom, yes.
And then here's another one that I was just pretty excited to do something. Willy's Wonderland.
Nice. I almost picked that one up. I don't think I did.
And then
92.
And then I have more blanks, but they're like blanks that I'm not going to draw on. They're like all the Spawn ones. I have clean. I have a copy of those put away. I'm not going to draw on them.
Hey, Mark, can you make me dig?
Not yet. Hold on.
All right. Ooh.
That's one I just picked up.
Hey, nice, Rob.
Where'd
you get this from?
Carl Allstater. $40.
What? You say $40, Austin? You need to rethink your prices, man.
Yeah, no, he's got.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I love that we had a spotlight on sketch covers. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the ones that I didn't see in your list. Carmen.
Yep, I missed out on that one, unfortunately.
Shadow Man. Don't worry, I have 2, Austin. I got you.
That's another one I missed out on.
He Who Fights with Monsters.
See, I might have that one. I might have cataloged it away.
Geiger.
I have my Geiger.
Yeah, Austin's Geiger is wicked.
We don't
The
kill
bones
spiders.
coming out of the skull.
You know what? While you've got that,
That
you
is an
let me know-
arachnophobia, Mick.
Let me
cover.
know how much you want for that. And
Oh,
then,
okay.
do you have the A cover for that, number one?
Yeah.
If you want to sell it, I'm interested in getting a copy of that too.
You got it. Great Gatsby.
Is that a gold foil?
It is not shiny. No, it's just
No.
gold letters. Nope.
That's a good looking cover, just as is.
Red Sonja, the
Yep.
Mirko and Dolpha, and then more Mirko and Dolpha. Sweet Paprika.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd already shown you that one. Shadecraft.
That's another one I missed out on.
I have 2 of those. Stray Dogs,
Mhm.
obviously, but a lot of people have those. And then these are the cool ones, I think. All the Magic covers.
Yeah, I dig the different colors.
Yeah, I just think you'd have fun with like different colors, I guess. But like, because the color of the copy, you obviously like you shape it around it, like
Yeah,
instead of just having
the
like
colors
black and white
are they're tough to draw on because I did a what are they called? A Power Rangers on a green cover, and I started off like doing a little bit with pencil just to kind of outline what I wanted to do, and I erased it ever so gently, and it was pulling the color off.
Color off, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this in straight pen. So I just hand drew it all in pen. That one is at CGC right now.
You also have to do your drawing and then project it onto it. And
that's my guy here.
Nice.
Yeah, that one's a keeper.
I got a couple more Firefly ones I can give you, Austin.
I'm excited to do that one. That one's going to be a lot of fun too.
But I really enjoy sketch covers because it's just the endless possibilities, and if it's on a book that you like, then you just go for it. But I wanted to pitch you an idea. So if I get this House of Slaughter, can you draw like Aaron, but like have him with his cane, like pushing me into like a vat of acid?
Why do we need a comic book to do that?
Yeah, I was
take a picture and put it on there.
I'm gonna.
Oh, it's like a whole revenge motif thing.
I'm gonna need some lifestyle photography for reference.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just
Like
have
you
somebody
burn
like
me, I burn you.
I'll have somebody like Sparta kicking me into a pool or something.
That would be fun.
Okay,
so
is
do you have
anybody
all the
else
crossovers?
imagining like 100 Chinese people just building a railroad outside?
I wasn't thinking Chinese people, but I'm glad that you went straight to that spot.
I mean, I'm just spitting out history. That's all. I mean,
the radar in the driveway.
Weird turn. I'm sorry, guys. No, it's a whole Asian thing, I guess.
Oh, and then the rest.
Kind of hard to relate.
Like a lot of Star Wars sketch covers.
All right. I got the sister-in-law and her husband coming tomorrow morning. I'm out.
Wait, Digger Jim, is all that pounding coming from your house?
No,
Are you building
it's
in
in Australia. It's in Australia, Mad Spidey's house. I can't even do a good Australian accent. It's cruel.
What is
But,
Chip?
Where's Tyler?
There you go, Chip. Jump in here and take care of things.
It's still better than Tyler's.
Hey, Chip, there was a question that was asked earlier. Are you going to be hosting banter after Gary B's 1,000 subscriber giveaway, or am I doing it?
Somebody needs to host a banter tomorrow night. We need to watch.
Well, we will. It's either going to be Chip or I. It's just got to figure out. Chip gets deferential treatment.
Freaky Louie's doing something super special tomorrow night. We need to come together as a community and watch it.
On the banter, all together, all at once.
Yeah,
as we do.
All together now. All together now. What?
I'll be at another sports ball event on Saturday.
You're turning into a real pro athlete fan.
Yeah.
A real athletic supporter. That's
You're
what
like
you
a
are, Kyle.
They say that I'm very strapping. And
Yes, a strapping young lad who's a great athletic supporter.
Do you have the T-shirt that says "Yay Sports"?
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be an ice sport this time. They use sticks and they like hit this black thing.
Don't say that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's actually it's cylindrical, but it's not quite round. But it is. It's almost a sphere, but it's like just the middle of the sphere. If you cut off the top and the bottom of the sphere, that's what they're hitting.
What are you going to, a Ducks game?
Yes, actually, yeah.
High school football game.
Who are they playing?
I don't know.
Another team.
Another Canadian team.
I'm a big hockey fan.
Okay. Well, oh, dude. Okay.
Which, by the way, Rob, my wife, because my wife was born in San Jose.
Right.
She is a big Sharks fan. So if the Rangers play out there, because I think we missed it this season, we're definitely going to be out there to catch that game. So we definitely have to hook up. And,
because
hit that vineyard.
Well, if nothing else, there's other things to do, but the arena's only the arena's only a couple miles from my house.
He really blew that one off, didn't he, Austin?
Yeah.
No, I heard it.
I get free tickets to Ducks games.
He said, "Hit that vineyard." Yeah, we can do other things.
No. Well,
all right, I'll see y'all later.
Later, Jim.
All right, Jim. Be good, man.
I gotta ask. Oh, that'd be good too. How do you get free Ducks tickets? Or like, what do you have to do to get free?
His parents spend a lot of money supporting him.
You just have to ask for them. Nobody watches.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I just got a message. Do you want 3 more tickets to tomorrow night's game?
They're stacks at the checkout stand at the supermarket. They say free. It's like minor league baseball games.
They're so bad. Kyle will be playing left wing in the third period.
Actually, no, I'm bringing my skates. They're gonna let us out on the ice afterwards. So
that's cool. They do that here in Phoenix as well, and that's awesome because they have a lot of the little kids in all of the hockey leagues and stuff.
Yeah.
They have a fan skate.
That's why I like the
really
baseball when they let the kids go run around the baseball diamond after the game. That's always actually one of the best events we had. I'll tell you. So even though we have 2 major league teams here, we also have a minor league team. And the minor league team did a thing with like the scouts where they did this thing where they come on out and watch the game. And then after the game, or actually the kids would do the flag ceremony before the game and then watch the game. Then after the game, get to run around the bases. And then after everybody left, they went and got their camping gear and they brought it in. They set up their tents in the outfield. And then they put like the Rookie or something up on the scoreboard, and so the kids could stay up and they watched a movie on the scoreboard at the stadium and slept out in the outfield, and in the morning got up and baseball players all gave them like donuts and stuff for breakfast and whatnot. It was a very cool event.
It's a good experience for kids.
Yeah,
those are some nice bowers too there, Mr. Kyle.
Yeah, they're pretty slick, man. I enjoy my right foot's a little bit too big though, so I sometimes have to go sockless in my right foot to make them fit.
Ooh, that's not a good idea, man.
No, it's not. That's why I don't skate for long. It's either that or just have I have to cut my toenails right before every single time. I'm fighting for millimeters.
Welcome to Legion of Comics Friday Night Hockey Talk.
Speaking of
what's hockey?
Where you can come and puck yourself.
You can go puck yourself.
Speaking of doing nice things for kids and sports, I'm taking Burke to the first round of the Chiefs playoffs.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I have
tickets, so Steve
keep your
and
receipt. You can write it off as charity.
Right. I just thought that was a great intro. Has he told you about that yet, Panda?
Fuck him. He knows I would have tried to jump on that, so... No,
I had 2 extra tickets, too. We had a total of 4.
Oh, my fucking God. Nobody fucking told me.
I thought you were a Cowboys fan.
I am a Cowboys fan, but to go to a fucking playoffs game, like it's still a playoffs game.
Yeah.
No,
playoff?
no, Cowboys fans. That's
Playoffs.
immediate disqualification.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
sorry,
true.
man.
I still would have shown up in a Cowboys jersey. So.
Oh yeah,
Hence
Yeah, it's
immediate
not going to pan out well,
disqualification.
especially when Cowboys aren't even playing. So it's just.
But yeah, so I'm gonna drive Burke nuts though, Panda, because like you see how he gets all like I've been to cons with him where he just leaves me in the dust. Like we're riding together, so he's gonna like you've seen me walk. I'm very slow to begin with, and I limp heavily. So like he's gonna be like trying to run into the stadium, and I have our tickets, and I'm gonna make him go as slow as possible.
Oh, that's going to be so amazing because he's got those long strides and everything.
Yeah. Oh, I drive him nuts when we walk.
Good night, Chip.
Yeah, Chip.
Later, Chip.
Later, Chip.
So, Rob, you're on for tomorrow's banter then?
I'm putting it together right now while we're talking. The House of Fat Stacks. Yeah. Well.
Oh, nice.
Right on. So yeah, we better see constant updates in one of the chats while that's going on.
I might just like grab a bench for a while and sit for like 20 minutes.
It's funny, but everybody just beats on Burke.
Well, it's his first time to a Chiefs game. He's never been to one.
Oh, really?
Dude, you should go live the whole entire time that you're walking to the stadium.
I don't know. I've only lived here for like 3 years or 2 years. And I've been to like 11 games.
He goes to every KU game, right?
Every K-State.
Tomato.
To him, it'd be.
Yeah, he gets mad.
Absolutely.
I do that to him too.
But that's my
I'll
point,
always be
right?
like, "Oh, did you go to another Kansas football game?" And he's like, "Kansas State." It's like, yeah, it's in Kansas.
I know that he's a big football fan. It surprises me that he's never been to a Chiefs game.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that one out too.
I'm pretty sure he's gone to a Chiefs game, right?
He says he hasn't been to Arrowhead.
Yeah.
He's never stepped foot. You know how many times he's gone to that Great Wolf Lodge right across the street from it, but he's never been there.
There's no Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh my God.
You're talking out by Legends, bro.
Oh, which one is the indoor one? The one with the hotel?
Yeah, that's out by Legends. That's north.
Yeah, what's that one called?
That's the soccer stadium.
Is it Hannah?
No,
Children's Mercy.
I think I'm thinking of the Royals.
Racetracks out there too.
He's been to a lot of Royals games.
Right.
I know that.
He's been to the Royals, and that's right next to Arrowhead.
Yeah, what's the hotel that has the water park inside?
That's
right
Great
across
Wolf Lodge, and that's out by Legends. That's out by the mall, and there's a racetrack out there. And then there's...
Wait, did you say all this already? I feel
Yeah,
like you said this already.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. You weren't listening.
No, I'm watching a movie with the
And I
kids.
saw more than that. Holy crap!
Dang.
So, Mad Spidey, American football is kind of like your rugby. But
No, it's not. Don't even
play
lie
by
to
our own
them.
rules.
They have no. It's not. It's not like. Don't listen to them.
They have
bullshit. That
Aussie
is
rules
not
football.
Real.
Yes, but that
It's
Aussie
like-
rules football is nothing like American football either.
Yeah, it's basically just a fight.
It's like soccer and basketball and rugby all mixed together. Fucking dribbling
Rugby's,
the ball every so often.
rugby's more predominant in northern suburbs, and whether it's AFL or Aussie rules is
So
more.
I have to ask a question. Mad Spidey, have you ever played rugby before?
No, I did play Aussie rules when I was a kid.
But you
I
know
never-
rugby, right?
Yeah, and there's
Okay.
there's league and there's union.
I was an inside mid and an outside mid, both of my leagues.
Yeah, see, I don't know enough about. I've watched rugby, but I don't know enough about it because, as I said, it's more of a
fair
northerner
enough.
sort of thing. So
Damn, I was kind of excited. You took my thunder. Fuck
I'm
you,
more of
Mad
a
Spidey.
spectator.
I just know AFL that you have to touch like the ball to ground every so often.
But I can
And
flex
stand there
to
and
a
go like,
bench rider.
Yeah, I stopped playing in 9th grade because I stopped growing. And then when I went to the tryouts in 10th grade, everybody grew except for me. I was the same size, and I was like, fuck that.
They just told me, hey, you, no neck. You want to be a fullback or you want to be a linebacker?
Yeah. Then I just switched over to track.
I got into rugby when I was in the Army, and I found the perfect position because I'm not a piggy. Like, I can't get into a scrum. I'm not that big. But the man growing up playing soccer, inside, outside mids, that was my game. And then, of course, I played soccer growing up.
Yeah, so I was always a basketball guy. Like I pretty much played.
How the fuck is the guy from Australia a basketball fan and the guy that actually played in Europeans? You know what, man? You're starting to piss me off.
Who's actually the mad guy?
Stereotypes.
Like, I thought we could relate on something, and you fucked me up playing an American sport.
Well, let me ask you this, Joe, because you're in Virginia. What teams do you follow?
What sport?
Let's start with hockey.
Handball. Hockey, we have a great minor league here. It's a farm. Mostly we're farm teams here in Virginia. We're a farm team area. So I follow the Hampton Roads Admirals. But if you go professional, I go with Rangers.
You're a Rangers fan?
Out that way.
Yes. Okay, great start. Football.
Football? Redskins fan.
Okay, well,
Washington football.
The Washington football team. Yeah.
Boom,
I'm
boom.
not changing the name. I said what I said.
You went up one peg with the Rangers, and then you went down two with the.
Who's your favorite
Hold on,
professional
you're thinking
bowler?
about my childhood, and then you're thinking about me. Like, I was stationed in Washington, so like I not much choice there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked, because that's such a neutral area. You could very easily move to any sports team.
Yeah, you could. I'm a Braves baseball fan.
TBS Superstation, huh?
Like I legitimately follow sports. I love sports, and I more especially love gambling on sports.
Who's your favorite professional dart player?
Chevron Seuss.
Ha! You thought you weren't going to get an answer, you smartass.
It's.
I've always been a Bullseye Berry fan myself.
No, he's a professional dart thrower. I ask me my favorite cyclist. Like I watch. I'm engrossed with sports. I love sports.
No, I know. I like the guy with the glasses, the little overweight guy with glasses that plays darts. I forgot his name.
My uncle.
And then earlier, didn't you ask him who his favorite professional bowler was?
Yeah, what's your favorite professional bowler?
Bowling, that's.
Hey, what you about to say?
Hey, you watch your mouth. I lettered in bowling.
I don't have a fan in bowling. You got me there.
Okay, basketball team, Joe. Do you follow a
basketball team? Ah, man, that's where things get weird. Like I've always wanted to be a Chicago Bulls fan, but then the Hornets came out, and I had to change my team to the Hornets.
Dude, I did the same thing.
The Pelicans or what?
Oh yeah, now
there's only ever been one Hornets team. That's always the Hornets. I know they chipped and changed, but it's always. I'm a Hornets guy since they started.
Yeah,
but didn't they become the Pelicans?
Bugsy Malone.
Well, they split because
Tell me nothing.
I think it was when Katrina hit, they became the New Orleans Charlotte Hornets, and then they went to Charlotte Bobcats. And then they became, and then there was
the New Orleans
Pelicans, and then it went to New Orleans Pelicans back to Charlotte Hornets.
Now, college, I'm more of a fan of college. I'm a Tar Heels fan.
Nice.
That makes sense to me.
Or Blue Devils. It depends because things get weird.
Yeah, I never really got into college sports.
I love college sports more than I love professional.
We don't get them out here because we have too many professional teams. We can't care about college sports.
I don't much care about professional teams. I love watching young people do great things, and you're going to catch that at the college level.
Yeah, so you want to see them get exploited, got it.
Oh, you've got Beeford excited, Joe, because he's in New Zealand, and New Zealand is rugby mad.
Rugby is not big in the U.S. at all.
East Coast is.
There's a very small following. So I was going to say this before.
Northeast, when I was out there, man,
suburbs,
lacrosse and rugby were huge.
I will pay more money to watch a college sport than I would a professional team in the day. I will pay for the best seats. I will support the boosters. I'll buy every little stupid trinket from both teams. I support young people doing great things. That's my highest reward I can give.
But you play rugby,
rugby is basically a college sport out here. That's it.
I support Old Dominion University rugby team. I play for them.
Because Beef had asked you how big is rugby in the U.S. Is there quite a following?
It's a niche
college
group.
club.
I think that's fair. I think it's very niched.
Yeah, it's a bit like baseball. Baseball over here is like it's been around for a while, but it's
extremely a niche group of people. But the people that follow it are dedicated to a point where they
it's
will
mostly
break
college
fingers.
club sports. It's not like there's no real professional teams here. You can play it in college as a club sport. A few universities might have it as a full NCAA, but that's about it.
I think my college had a rugby team. Come to think of it,
so another good concept,
but a club team.
Kind of
it's a club sports. That's usually what it is.
Of this, I'm a huge supporter of fencing. I'm a huge supporter of air rifle. And I'm also a huge supporter of judo. So when I say I'm a supporter of it, I'm a booster for those teams. I support those teams financially.
Is there a rugby position where I wouldn't have to walk or run?
It's called a coach.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah, water boy.
You teach.
I didn't know if you needed a blocker or anything. I've always said I have a lot of untapped bulk.
Yeah, I fenced.
I like a lot of the college sports that kind of promote people to the Olympics that kind of don't get very well recognized.
Curling. Curling is a fantastic sport that I could watch all day.
I can't support that. It's basically bowling on ice.
You gotta get on it, man.
And they're kind of out of shape.
You watch yourself, Joe. I lettered in curling.
I said it.
I lettered in curling and bowling.
That's so
hitting
great,
me straight in the heart right now.
So you play the same sport. Congratulations.
On ice and on slippery wood. Yep.
So can you put a curve on a ball then for bowling, Panda?
Yeah. True story. I really did letter in bowling.
Did you ever roll a 300?
No. The closest I ever got was a 290 something. I can't remember.
Nice.
298.
Something like that. Best I ever did was a 240.
Yeah, I got a 159. I think that's my height.
Yeah, I think my best is the 180s.
Like I'm a chump.
I bought a 300 ring in a pawn shop and I wear it to bowling alleys.
I just roll in. I roll in with the roller bag with multiple balls and and my own shoes.
I suck something terrible.
And then get out there and
I wear it on the pinky.
Oh my God, Kyle's got a ball.
Oh God, he's good.
Only one.
Here you go, Kyle.
I gotta have two.
I could only carry one at a time. This is my
I have a bag
pocket.
that holds two balls.
This is my pocket ball, and my pickup ball's over in the other thing. You bowl fingertips, so you only pull the fingers. And
the one thing that I love most about bowling is the picture of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Sports ball, go.
Yeah, my
Joe, did you ever fence, or did you just support fencing?
So this is where things get weird. I did I was in the
what's new?
I was in the Pan Am Games for air rifle. I support air rifle. I still do that for the American Legion on the national level as a coach, and I support the youth athletic teams for that national level. Fencing, as far as fencing went, I did do sabers back in my younger age, but did not advance to anything.
Right.
And
have you ever slapped anybody with a glove and demanded satisfaction?
And
It's just his wife.
I've also done archery where I did that. I literally took the thing off my young age.
You did archery? Yeah, archery
was one of those things where, as an instructor in archery, I think I've been shot more damn times than you're teaching little kids.
I'm an Olympian coach for that, or assistant coach for that, and I sit on the committee. And I participated in the Pan Am Games as a child.
Nice.
What's Pan Am Games?
Pan American.
Pan American.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what that means.
It's kind of a big deal.
It's the C League of the Olympics.
Okay.
Like, I'm a chump.
I was an archery instructor for a long time, and
I had a cousin that wrestled in the Pan American.
Yeah, I've also in the Pan Americans. I made my own air rifle. I made my own bow, and my dad smithed out my saber.
Pan American. Okay, just sounds weird.
For college, I fenced for all three weapons, but mostly epee.
Well, when I went to college, I was a middle-aged man, so that wasn't an option for me.
I got started in it I didn't start until college because when I was at Norwich required you at 4 or 5 p.m. was mandatory PT or club sports or whatever, and so I decided to get involved with the fencing club and started fencing there, where I started off doing stuff and did all three weapons, but ended up settling into epee. Or then when I left Norwich and went to San Jose State, did some fencing over there too.
What are the three different weapons?
Foil, epee, and saber.
Yep.
Okay. Which one's more fun?
Saber.
They're all fun, but very different. So saber is going to have
rapier is fun, but you have to be naturally super quick. Now, correct me if I'm right or wrong on this, Rob.
Correct me if I'm right.
But saber, I always say saber's more fun because saber reminds you of what like a pirate does.
Well,
right?
because the weapon, your scoring part of the weapon is the entire front of the blade, the tip, and the back third. It's the only slashing weapon that you're using. But it and foil, and so they each also have different body parts that are legal targets. So for saber, it's from the waist up, and anything from the waist up. Foil, it's the groin and the up, minus your head.
Say groin.
But
foil is
just the tip.
Look,
Tyler's comment. I've climbed a fence.
I'll make this more simple. A foil is a way for a French person to seem tough.
No, hold on.
A saber, is like Conan, and fencing, just outright fencing, is basically Princess Bride. There you go.
So
pick your style.
The whole thing is both foil and saber. You have right of way, so you can't, if somebody has their arm extended and has their weapon on point on you, you cannot attack them until you take it offline. Whereas in epee, there is no right of way. There's no rules. If I stab you first, you're freaking dead. That's and the whole body is the target. So it's just that you want to hit him in the foot, you want to hit him in the groin, you want to hit him wherever, whatever.
Look at Mark looking for the rules. Fencing, he's like, no, Rob.
More complicated than that, but I think
foil
was
created to be a practice for epee, so that way the idea was that you wanted to have right away.
People that can't actually fence. Period.
Foil takes a lot of skill.
As somebody that competed, foil is for somebody that
foil takes a lot of effort.
It's practice.
I didn't even know there was 3 weapons.
Hey, Mark, was that Overstreet a hardcover? The one was Spawn?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, the one with Spawn. This is the 50th anniversary, not from this year, but it came out last year. Todd McFarlane scored the cover.
Hardcover?
Yes.
Yeah, when you're done with that, send it my way.
Do you really need one?
Yeah, I had a bitch of a time finding a hardcover. I mean, I can go and get one on eBay and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not in bad shape. I mean, I do use it, It
should be used.
Wow.
These are Bibles in my house.
I mean, that was my youth. I don't do that stuff anymore. It just makes
I got a fence with your hips.
And in all sincerity, I'm super excited to get next year's issue because it'll reflect the boom that we went through.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of correct.
Yeah, because as you see, like whenever I'm in one of these, I tend to grab like an older one because I got like the 23rd edition down there, and then this is the 50th edition. So I try to cross reference them.
I want that one for obvious reasons.
Yeah, the McFarlane cover. What's funny is this wasn't even my first choice cover. I wanted the Valiant cover because it was a really cool Valiant cover they had, but someone had claimed that one, so I'm like, well, this is the obvious second choice.
Well, let me see if I can hunt down a Valiant hardcover.
Man, you can have this one. We're not far from the next one coming out, and I didn't get this year's because I don't buy one every single year. You know, you don't really need to, but I definitely want the one for next year that reflects this boom. You know, so I'll be happy to send you this one, man. As long as you're cool, wait until I'm done with it.
Hey, and I'm happy to pay for it too, man.
Man, you got to do that.
By the way,
$25.
I finished the latest issue of Batman this afternoon.
Batman.
I gotta tell you, man. Is anybody reading Batman that hasn't read the last issue? That I'm going to start to spoil things.
Hold on.
I've read 119. Is that the most recent?
Yes, sir.
119, 119. That's where it all starts.
So, let me start off by saying this: 118 was a great issue.
Fire.
Oh yes.
And man, I'm excited to see Lex and how
The
that
battle of wits between those two was, oh my god.
I want to say two things. First, I just found out that Awesome LeMay does not watch my channel. Two,
Joe, no one can watch your reviews because you spoil comics the day they come out on your reviews.
No, I don't. DC
No,
comes
it's
out
not
on
that.
Tuesday. I do it on Thursday. No, I don't.
In all honesty, there's a couple of your
it's fair. It's fair, man.
your releases that you go, and I'm there live for it. But the best I can do, man, and I apologize ahead of time.
No, don't
add everybody's
apologize.
video to my playlist, and I'll get there eventually.
I'm being sarcastic and I'm being facetious. I don't expect you to watch my channel.
Well, you're being a jerk, Joe.
Yeah.
No, I'll catch his reviews. I'll comment and I'll turn the volume all the way down so he can't spoil the books I haven't read yet.
That's my shtick. Like, that's what I do. But no, seriously, this is so great. I love this whole blind as a bat, lost in the abyss.
Yeah.
Like, that's the theme behind this. And it's beautiful imagery wise. It's beautiful narratively wise. And it's everything I wish I could do in a comic book because I think it's great. There's no bad, there's no evil. Two things can be done in the dark, and it is just beautiful.
How about Lex? The scene with him and Lex when he goes into the story about how rare and expensive that wine bottle is.
And he doesn't
he pours on the glass and he casually, you got to pay attention to art. And that's why, because they're so powerful with him pouring it out and then talking about how Bruce has lost his biggest weapon, his family fortune, and he's dumping out that wine, basically you ain't shit now. Like, you can't buy this, you can't afford this.
You need a whole another level because Lex Luthor as a villain doesn't really care about money. Money's nothing more than a superficial thing to him. So the fact that Bruce Wayne lost that money and he's pouring it out to show that money is nothing. Again, I think it falls back into the pouring money into an abyss thing. I think it relates to it, and I think that's beautifully done.
You're absolutely right, and it's a power play on Lex's part too, because he's basically like, you know what? You're at a point now where you're for sale, and I'm the only one who can afford you.
Yeah, and we're all in the abyss. We're all in the darkness, and I love this concept of an abyss.
Yeah, the Abyss is a badass character right out of the gate. You know, I'm excited about
just toying with him. The way that he toyed with him was just awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that I scored. Like, this isn't a shameless plug, but Big Time Collectibles did the Miko cover with one of those the pre-slab 9.8 with the exclusive numbered labels. The only way to have bought the book was with a numbered label, and they had the
plug.
Well, they had the you have to buy it slabbed and everything already, but it has a sequential numbering on it, and the custom label from CBCS that doesn't do custom labels either, but it has the first cover appearance on them on their exclusive.
Oh,
I love this book so much.
I think I have it in here.
It has been a daunting effect for me not to go on a 12-minute to 15-minute rant on this book and the significance of it. I so wanted just to run, right? But you got so many books in a week, and I so want to talk about how great this book is, and on a level that is beyond what you're getting in comic books right now.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it because I was so far behind that I was avoiding conversation around it because I hadn't even finished Fear State yet. Yeah, but you know what? I didn't know. I was still in the early June, so I wasn't even caught up to know that I didn't like it yet. So
yeah,
I just avoided conversation around it because Batman is one of the titles that I really enjoy reading, even when I don't enjoy reading it, if I'm honest. So I wanted to, and I'm glad that I finally got caught up because now we're in a time where things are getting exciting again.
No, keep going, Austin. I just had to miss out on that dancing.
I was completely mesmerized.
You keep making it sexy. Austin, you keep talking.
those two things together is a perfect screen.
Remy over cinnamon.
Joe, I just made myself a charcuterie board.
And I enjoyed what's his name's art, who was on Batman for a while with
Jorge Jimenez.
Yeah, I enjoyed his art, but I got tired of it.
Yeah, he's badass.
Molina.
Molina's on it now.
Oh yeah.
I thought Jimenez crushed it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But,
I got tired of it with the colors more than anything because they took it to this unrecognizable tone with the book. Like, it didn't feel like I was in a Gotham set Batman book for a long time. It felt like we were in Future State, but it wasn't Future State.
It was too vivid and psychedelic.
Very psychedelic.
I liked it.
It didn't have the darkness that I think some of the dialogue needed in regards to artwork.
As soon as Matches Malone showed up wearing an outfit that you would wear to Caster's Party in Tron Legacy, I was fucking done.
Yeah, that's fair. That was weird.
By weird, I mean awful.
Say this, that whole
it was off-putting.
I don't know if I sped read through this, but that whole scene with the rich people's party where everyone was dressed as a villain,
right?
That was kind of wacky.
It was stupid. It was just bad writing.
Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't make sense. I didn't follow along with that.
That was bad. It was bad narrative, and the artist should have been like, "Hey, if I draw this, like it takes you out of the story because nobody knows who the bad guy is."
But I will say this for all of you punchline lovers out there.
Nobody volunteer.
To see the little girl dressed as Punchline when they're bringing in characters like the Riddler and Joker, and Two-Face, and then to have that little girl in there as Punchline, I'm a Punchline fan. I love Punchline. I love Harley Quinn. I'm just hoping that they do something special there.
But what about Miracle Molly?
No, absolutely. Well,
I don't.
I character.
I like Clown Hunter. She could go. Now to
But
see that Ghostmaker is training Clown Hunter now,
Exactly.
I'm pretty excited about that. I'd like to see where that goes because I want Clown Hunter to evolve. Right?
That's
I would like to see that
exactly
too.
what
We've
I was
seen
just thinking
over and over.
later down the line, if like Ghostmaker were to come and make an appearance and just Clown Hunter in a new outfit.
But here's what I love.
Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you the best thing about Clown Hunter and Ghost.
When they go away.
There's no shame in killing for either of those characters. If if Clown Hunter was trained by Batman would say, no, there's no reason to kill. There's no reason to kill. That's not the training that Clown Hunter is about to receive. So he could potentially be a badass character if they do it right, and I want to see that.
Let me interject for a second a story arc, and let me get your all's feelings on it. This, because I've been thinking about this for a while. So we know, Clown Hunters and Ghost Hunter are going to be teammates. That's the whole new Batman thing.
Ghostmaker.
Sorry.
I don't want to say names wrong. You have to accept it and just roll with it.
Okay. Ghostmaker. Got it. Ghost Hunter.
We're going to roll with this. So
hey, before you talk about those guys anymore, I'm going to take off.
Oh.
See you, fellas. I'm sleepy.
Oh, before you go, Becker, real quick.
Mike.
Thank you. I'm glad your timer went off.
Now you can cry yourself to sleep.
Later, guys.
Have a good one.
Hey, Austin, honestly, thank you. That's so awesome.
No, absolutely, man. That's I
can't believe you remembered that.
Well, just know, Becker, he expects it to replace one of the ones on the wall behind you in the comic room.
It'll go on the wall. I love Sleepwalker.
Yeah.
All right. Night, guys.
Good night, man. Have a good one.
So the concept is that I'm thinking is I never thought Ghostmaker would be a long-standing character. My thought was when I was reading the storylines is that we're promoting the Clown Hunter. So takes it on for a while, learn some cool skills. We kill off Ghostmaker and kind of morph, right, this younger character into that and give him his own storyline at that point. I was hoping that this is what they would do because I didn't find I didn't find Ghost Killer Hunter, whatever the fuck his name is. I didn't find him particularly
Philanderer.
Yeah, nobody cared because I didn't find him that interesting. He's just somebody from Bruce Wayne's past.
Yeah, did you read any of the short stories?
I read them all.
So you read
I read everything with Ghost Hunter and this whole Ghost
Kyle, this is a thing.
He's basically got the top-notch technology, right? He's got all the technology.
Yeah, it's easy to hide behind technology, but we're talking about a kid with a sharp object stuck in a bat. I'm more interested in somebody that can overcome,
right,
versus somebody that has the technology.
No, absolutely, and I agree with you 100%. But here's the reality of that character.
Mm-hmm.
In this woke world, Ghostmaker's not going anywhere.
He's going to die, and he's going to be done.
I hope so.
Because there's no
maybe
story
this can
there.
kill him in an epic battle for the parachute pants supremacy.
Yeah, that story's done. I hate to say this and be the rude guy to it, but that when you base a character off of the same thing that somebody else is, but you make their private life different, I hate to tell you, you can't continue that story.
No, when Ghostmaker's story was done is actually when I called it that this whole thing is a bust, and it was very early on after his introduction. They introduced him as this character that is a challenge for Bruce and Batman because he's
they never made him a challenge.
He's
They made him
unbeatable.
best
He's this true competitor for Bruce that can beat Bruce. But all they showed you from square one was Bruce beating him at everything. So he's already a nonsense character.
That's an end story. So all that character can do right now is train somebody else right? And then
be
they
less-
die.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Like they can come up with some unique woo-woo way to make it last, but let's be honest.
He was an
that
easy-
character is not going to be a spec or that character.
No. He's definitely not going anywhere. But he was an easy out or an easy explanation for Bruce to have the resources that he no longer had due to losing his fortune.
To maintain.
So basically, he didn't lose anything.
Hold on now. He
lost
never
his money.
gave him any money. He just hung out with them and punched punching bags together. From my recollection of Future State.
Well, he showed up when Bruce didn't have the ability to have things showed up. When Bruce was in the top of a skyscraper with no exit and he can't hit his button. Like Ghostmaker showed up with his javelin. You know, he was the resources.
An excuse to do something.
It was an easy way out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I get it, and I think that's what made Future State kind of wonky at the end. I'll agree with that.
Even
I
going
think
all
what
the
we're
way-
going to get is a short-lived span. They tried making an anime at the end of Future State stories with Ghostmaker and his origin story, and that was just campy and weird. I don't know. If somebody liked it and that's the new market now, I'll support you. By all means.
But it's not the new market. It's like what's tanking sales.
But I'll be honest with you, I thought that was a huge hit and miss. I think, and I don't blame the writers for this.
I do.
No, I don't blame the writers. I think this is an editorial problem.
I agree.
Because they wrote a story and they put campy bullshit art in front of it, and then they dummied down the story, thinking that somebody else is going to read this other than people that read the comic books.
Yeah, I'm almost to under the impression that the weaker the ending of a story arc is when they start a new story arc, and this is a great example, the more bang that first issue of the story arc, of the new story arc has, because the ending was just so bad on the last one.
I want to know what Remy thinks, because he's scratching his heroin scars, and I want to know what's going on down there.
Remy doesn't let us get a word in edgewise.
I agree. Punchline and Clown Hunter.
Yes.
Right after the last one, because that was. I was glad to see that they went this direction. The big thing is they never really. I mean, he could have all his technology, but you never really. He just shared punching bags with him. Anyway. So what's the point? You know what I mean?
You're making excellent points.
I agree with Remy on this one.
Yeah, that's what I
I
think.
mean, honestly, even going all the way back to Joker War, I thought that they could really do something cool with the designer because he was such a mastermind.
Right?
And
They should have done something great with designers. That was
they really
beautiful
shit the bed with
story
the
arc.
designer.
And they did the same thing they did in Kindred. They just made it a thing from the past and somebody fucking around that we already know. Instead of giving us a new character with a new idea and a new story arc, they just did some bullshit. And I hate that. I hate it when you try to repackage an old person or an old character into something new. It's just garbage.
Yep.
Rob Bastax is shaking around like he's twitching and itching like he's Tourette's. What you gotta say?
I forgot my microphone was up. I said, or like you take like another Spider-Man and you give him a whole bunch of his own freaking clones and repeat the guy and clone shit.
Stupid. I hate to say it. Like, I'm nostalgic to things, right? But if you bring in somebody like Ram V, where you bring in these young people with fresh ideas and you don't constrict them, I think they can actually give us good stories. I don't know what's going on in the industry, and nor do I act like I do. But I know when something's not edited, and I know when something's very prescribed to a writer. You can get that feel from it, and just let people write a story and put Austin LeMay and Ignacio in charge of the art, and you'll end up with great stuff, and we'll all be happy here in the community. And if you're not part of the community. You're outside of it, and shame on you.
I'm with it. Well, I don't like the exclusion aspect, but I'll agree with the first part of Joe's statement.
Well, if you're wrong,
I'm gonna exclude myself for that. I gotta jump off and go take care of a few things before it's bedtime. So, thank you guys. I will send out the link tomorrow on the various Batman signal. Send up the bat signal to let you guys know the link for the.
Oh, not again, Remy. Come on.
For tomorrow's thing.
Sorry,
all right.
Sounds good, Rob. We'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
All right. Bye.
Take it easy, Rob.
Don't forget Slab Hub.
Slab Hub.
Chef Boyardee will be on. All right.
Yeah, I'm sitting here still just doing like all this stuff for this comic close up and just looking up dates and stuff. And I just seeing where there's so many little factoids that are wrong or they don't include full information. Like this little thing says Venom made his first appearance in Spider-Man 300, and when you keep reading, it says you first see Venom on the last page of Spider-Man 299, which is also wrong.
Yeah.
No, that's Spider-Man 298 with the hand in the shadow.
Yeah.
And then in Spider-Man 299, he's in 3 panels talking and terrorizing Mary Jane in a full page splash on the last page. Like, it's just.
I've given my opinions on this kind of stuff, and it doesn't seem very well welcomed. So I'm going to not.
It's the old cameo versus first appearance debate.
See, that's my problem.
Is it Hulk 180 or is it Hulk 181? You know,
I will say this.
Let's talk about it.
The whole point
Let's
of the
talk
word,
about it.
Hold on.
Hey,
I opened up a can of worms, didn't I? Again,
dollar bin win of the year last
Well,
year.
words don't have meanings, Joe. They have usages, and inside of the realm of comic books, the whole cameo
totally
being an
believe
established person, that's not relevant at all.
Allow me to say this. The word cameo means to take something out of its environment and put it in another environment. So
not in the usage of comic books, though.
Hold on now. A definition of a word is how we say things and communicate. If you change them, it has no meaning. So the word cameo means to take something out of its environment and put it in another environment. So if you take Superman and you put him in Eternia, that's a cameo.
Again, you're using meanings instead of usages. Words don't have meanings; they have usages, and you're using it improperly.
No, the word meaning, the meaning behind this is to take something out of its environment.
Again, you're working with a definition that's not relevant to the topic. Is my point, though. You're not wrong in what you're saying until you start applying it to comic books.
No. Comic books is not a relative environment in itself. It's still defined by the words that are being used colloquially and imaginatively.
But then it's not. But then that's where it breaks down. It's not being used colloquially. It's being used relative to comic books. It's very relevant.
It's not relative. You're making up your own definitions at that.
It's
point.
It's not a made up definition if it's
Okay.
shared among
So
large.
what does cameo mean in definition?
Inside of comic books.
No. In definition.
Well, it doesn't matter. Are we talking about the definition of cameo? Or are we talking about
information? So if I had to say cameo, how would that mean in definition and for two different people to communicate?
It depends on what you're talking about because words don't have meaning. They have
No. Words are very clear. We use words to communicate.
Words are clear, but numerous words have numerous usages. And in terms of comic books, the cameo usage is different than the colloquial usage.
Right? Like people can make up words.
They sure can. And then when people get onto a point of they can make them up, but when they agree on the shared usage of that word, that's
nobody's sharing on the usage. It's only a handful of people that think a cameo actually defines something in a comic book.
Yeah, and one of those people is Overstreet Price Guide. In that,
Yeah, I don't care about them.
I'm just saying that's a good example of people that don't really like follow the cutting edge trends of
before all the Christians out there tell Jewish people how things work, we defined it first. So I'm right.
I don't know what that's doing.
Overstreet's right. I'm right.
So, Mark, are you saying more of like
Which
the
one's
accepted?
Say again, Kyle.
The accepted kind of meaning of something, like the whatever group you are a part of, you can define and like give a meaning to a word. I mean, that's how slang terms like come across.
The fact language and words evolve over time. That's why you don't pronounce the L in salmon. That's why the T in often is silent, because words have meaning.
That's
words don't have meanings. They have usages. So over time, the word
supports mine.
So it actually doesn't. So over time, the word cameo, when you're having a conversation about comic books,
cameo.
It means a different thing than the word cameo would mean in the colloquial sense of the word, because the word is now relative to comic.
Time out.
Yeah, we need to back up a little bit.
Because it's centrally located within a group and a community, you're actually colloquializing the word.
Relative, yes, agreed, 100% agreed. Relative
I agree. I agree with that too.
Relative to
so you're colloquializing the word.
Yes.
Relative to comic books, you have to add that to it. Relative
it
to
doesn't
comic
make you right.
No, it doesn't.
Joe,
yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I agree with that too.
It does not make the usage.
It doesn't make it right, but it's also not a right or wrong thing. Is does this language break? Does this language break down when you're using it amongst other people relative to comics? If it doesn't, then that usage works.
No, I'm going to argue this. No,
that's fine.
You know, I'm just going to go under the philosophy that
I'm not even going to break into philosophy.
we get both. That was the hardest video I've ever seen in my life.
I'm just going to straight up just
thanks, Remy.
Communication for people.
It's like an inside cameo is like an inside joke. It's like an inside joke. It developed and changed and became something else.
See, after the last thing I said about markets, I'm really debating if I even want to have this conversation. Okay, if you are going to say words and you want people to take you legitimately or
to understand you
or anything else, right?
Yep.
There's a common form of speech pattern. You take it out of colonialism and you speak plainly. Right? We already agreed that we're using the word cameo in a colonialistic way within our community. If you want to legitimize things, it has to come out of that terminology, period.
Still doesn't answer my question.
What point are you trying to make, Joe? What point are you trying to make about colonialism?
Okay, so a first appearance, right, is a cameo appearance, period, across the board.
Okay.
So 180 is the first appearance of
by definition.
That's all. That's all I wanted to know what people thought.
Oh, but then that's where it gets convoluted.
There's nothing convoluted about saying what somebody's first appearance. It's the first time they appeared. That's just straightforward. We're talking about
that's a straightforward
definition. When you want to split hairs. Yeah, when people split hairs over adding in words such as full and cameo. That's when you split hairs.
Okay. So all we're talking about is full versus cameo.
Those aren't real words. Cameo means to take something out of its environment. So Superman going into Eternia is a cameo event. Mort from New York going to Happy Days is taking him out of his event. That's a cameo.
I'd love to see Milner in Happy Days.
Introduction to an environment. It's not a slight appearance because we can't really make everybody happy. Bullshit, woo-woo, bullshit. No, cameo is a very clear definition, even in colloquialism.
Uh-huh.
How do you define time frames then?
And typer doesn't matter. The definition is the word.
So if it's a cameo, if they end up just staying in that new environment, is it still classified as a cameo?
No, hold on. Let's make a better example of this. Let's do something that hasn't happened before. Let's say we take Spawn and we put him in a Spider-Man comic book. Is it a first appearance or is it a cameo?
Well, it'd be a first appearance in a Spider-Man book.
Yeah, but you'd have to have that.
No,
the
it's a
signification.
cameo. Listen to the words. You're
I understand.
taking something out of its environment and you're putting it in another environment for a temporary period of time. That is a cameo.
Okay, by definition.
By reality, but whatever.
A small character part in a play or movie played by a disguised actor or celebrity is cameo by definition.
Right.
Okay.
Which is not taking somebody out of their environment and putting them into another environment for a small, brief period of time. But I get what you're saying. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Joe, but none of that is relevant or relative to the conversation, is my point.
So we're just defining
what it
our own
is
words at this
No, we're
point.
not defining our own words whatsoever.
Mind you, these are people that are trying to convince me that the comic book market is legitimate and they're defining their own words.
I'm not trying to say that I agree with the usage of it. I'm just trying to say that the usage of it is what it is. It doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. If, like, take it back to this morning. If E-Man's kid comes up to him and says, "Dad, I'm lit," does that mean that his kid is drunk?
No,
Because words have
reality.
usages.
We're talking
not
fiction.
mean.
Those are two different things.
No, this book is not fiction. This is a real book. That ink is not fiction. That's real
The
ink.
story's
Like,
fiction.
the story's not fiction as soon as it's told. That story's this is a fact.
Uh,
Like that's not fic. This isn't a real object. This isn't fiction, Joe.
But the story is.
This phone is just as real as this phone. Like, you can look at it,
What
you
we're
can
doing
touch it.
is we're and this is very popular in this thing in the comic books world. We tried to conflate realism with a fictional story.
A number is fiction. That book is
No,
real.
a number's not fictional. A number's reality.
No.
Yes, you can determine numbers.
No,
You can
so you're
expand
gonna
it.
consider a number real,
number is
but
like
not a book.
tool.
Yeah,
that's one cup.
No, that's cup. That's not anything but cup.
No, that is one cup.
No, that's cup.
You can
Two
see
girls,
this.
one cup.
You can feel
You
it.
can
in
see what?
singular.
You can see what, Joe? You can feel what, Joe?
A cup.
Exactly. Not you can't
'Cause
feel.
I made it.
Show me one. Hold up one. No, not a cup. Put the cup down and hold up one. Numbers aren't material. That's your finger.
No. Numbers. No. I know what you're trying to do.
This is
And
material. This is reality.
You're doing that fictitious bullshit argument from.
It's
oh,
not
who made that
fictitious or
argument? Hold
bullshit.
on. I know what you're doing. I know the YouTube channel you watch. Hold on.
You don't because
Yes, I do because it's a fictional argument.
It's not even a fictitious anything. Numbers aren't material.
No. You're trying to do that astrological thing. Hold on.
I don't even know what you're.
Yes, you do, sir.
I do
Yes,
not,
you do.
sir.
Yes, you do. Don't stop. Hold on.
No, I
I'll
honestly
take it
don't. I'm trying to look up right now.
because you didn't make it up by yourself. You're basing it off.
Dude,
of
that's not somebody's magical YouTube channel. That's legit, like, philosophy and just
No, it's not.
numbers.
No. That's
Numbers
not
aren't
based off
material. That's a
philosophy, 'cause
thing. Man.
Philosophy will tell you that is one.
No,
That
one
is logic and reality.
that isn't one. Like logic will tell you that's cup. Logic will not tell you that's one.
No, it will tell you it is one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, logic and reason will tell you that is one. That is one cup.
It's one cup. It's not one.
Yeah. No. No, you're not hearing me. Eureka, Pythagoras will tell you that is one. That is one cup.
Here you go. Numbers are abstracts. They're not material.
Who says this? Where are you getting this from?
Dude, it's reality,
How
Joe.
are
If you cannot
numbers
if you cannot hand me one, it's abstract. If you cannot,
Pythagoras. Archimedes. None of these people are agreeing
Argument
with
from
me, and they are
authority,
the
not
founders
that's just
of-
an argument from authority with no meaning behind it. Give me, I don't. George Bush. I'm saying names
Do you
now. What?
understand? Like, look. I'm sorry. My mind is blown right now because I know for a
Because you're trying to convince me that cup is a number. I get it.
No. The cup's not a number, but there
That's
is
my
one
point.
cup.
Correct. There is one cup, but that cup is not a number.
But right. So reason and logic is based off of math and geometry. Period. You can't argue that.
I'm not
If you
arguing
believe in
that.
philosophy,
I'm not arguing that at all. I'm not arguing that for 1 second.
We have one cup.
Yes, we have cup.
Period.
And Remy has one Miss Marvel.
Right. So you didn't agree with that before. I'm trying to figure out where we're at now.
Well, it's because for some reason you're still like trying to like wedge in the fact that that's cup. It's like you still haven't shown me one. You're showing me.
Okay, I'll show you one.
One cup. You're still doing the cup thing. You're not
one.
You're not hearing and moving past it. You're showing me a hat. You're still not showing me one. You're showing me an example of how one's represented.
You're right.
You're not showing me one.
Because
I can show you. I can take
one.
I can take my coat and show you an example by balling it up and putting it on my head of what a hat is without showing you
one.
a hat.
All right, I'll show you one.
You can't. So keep going.
Yes, I can. I can show you one. All right, take your fingers and do this.
If there's two girls,
hold on,
and
one do this. I'll show you one in all philosophy. Here's one. You do this, and you do this. You make a triangle. Everything mathematically, everything philosophy-wise, everything that you ever known is based off a triangle, and it's always based off of one triangle.
I'm just going to send you a link to maybe somebody other than myself. You have a problem
I don't
like getting
really
it from
care
me
because every
I know because you don't
agrees
just
with
go
me.
look it up. All I can tell you at this point is just look it up. Man. Numbers are abstract.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be.
The bottom line is that Venom's first appearance was in Amazing Spider-Man 299.
That's what it comes down to.
You told me.
Which we just showed you in that issue.
What about his cameo?
But to your point, if Venom already had his own series and was brought into ASM, cameo.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
So
He
he's
didn't
taking-
exist.
Not
He
until Lethal
existed
Protector.
in this environment that he was
He
created.
didn't exist until ASM 299. Hence,
I
Venom's
think we're
first appearance.
I think we're Texas sharpshooting an argument right now, and I don't really see it working because you're trying to make points, and I don't mean to be rude, and by all means get mad at me if you want to. I
don't
get
get
it.
mad. I'm just sending you stuff that you can look up in your own time because it's one of those things. It's no point in continuously repeating it.
Right, that's fair, but let's throw this point out there. Because you give me a bunch of stuff that agrees with you, right?
It's not about stuff that agrees with me. I'm going to send you something you can make your own determination on. It's a common fact that numbers are abstract. I didn't make that up, nor is it my belief system. I mean, it's just it's a fact.
Anybody that writes something that numbers are abstract and it's an absolute is basing their argument.
It's definitely not an absolute, but just go read it for yourself and then see what you think about what it says. And if this doesn't do anything, do what I do and move on to something that intentionally disagrees with it and see which one has the better argument.
Yeah. Who's the author of the argument?
We'll go to look at it. I sent it to you. I'll let you handle all that.
Lord, now I got to do research. You going to pay me for this research?
No, I think you
Seems
should.
like I'm doing a lot of work for somebody else.
Oh, you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for yourself. I already understand it.
That's comical. The guy with the degree on it. That's okay.
Argument from authority. You're throwing out numerous logical fallacies during this.
No. I don't have any basis. Oh.
Mad Spidey, you're a Spider-Man guy. That's just the first one I came to, so I didn't read that one. I just said that.
Okay.
You're a Spider-Man guy, Mad Spidey. What is your take on Venom's first appearance?
$2.99. Whenever a character I say just pops into a book, regardless whether it's one panel, one finger, whatever, that's a first appearance.
And by the way, I'm familiar with the argument you threw to me in the private chat. That's already been disproven.
I threw it to you.
You need to double check your references.
That's what I just said. I sent you the first one, and no, man, just go look it up, Joe.
That is straight disproven.
I'm not going to continue to beat a dead horse.
Disproven. I'm not researching.
I'm not going to continue to beat a dead horse, man. If you can go look it up, it's up to you.
I already know the argument. This has been disproven. That's
all right. Well, I'm going to let you just live with that.
You're looking up some old shit from when everybody. You're looking up some shit from Jordan Peterson era when he was hot. No, not buying it. That's already been disproven.
Remy's about to pull out a gun or a chainsaw or something.
As a matter of fact, I will personally send you a book that will disprove that. Hold on. I need to make sure I have it.
What is going on, Stevie B? If the word cameo was being used correctly in the case of Venom, Venom's solo series would be his cameo.
No. His solo series wouldn't be a cameo.
Is that a modified one, Remy?
Not by the definition of cameo.
Yeah, look, it's got a brass.
Holy crap.
What's going on with those yellow sunglasses?
That's a bit heavy duty for
shooting range glasses.
You've been to the range.
How fast you got that one shooting?
I don't know.
Is that the Angel toilet gun that you talked about?
No. You mean the divorce? I don't know where that one is. Somebody maybe hit it.
You said, yeah, that went up to 700 feet per second or something?
Something ridiculous, yeah.
For a Nerf gun.
So Batman's good.
Nice segue there.
Dude, Mad Spidey, I hope whatever they're building for you out there is just the most magnificent gondola or whatever it is that you have building outside your freaking window. What are they doing?
They're redoing the driveway, but it's
nice.
It's all like brick paving, so they have to like pull it apart bit by bit. So
you gonna ask if they can extend it?
It's because it's gone because of all the rain and stuff we've sort of had and things like that. It's become really unlevel, and there was actually a burst pipe under there as well, so I had to redo that.
Dang, is the city doing this?
No. This is Dad's doing it.
Oh wow! So you guys had to pay out of pocket for that one?
Oh, most of it you can sort of. It's only just sort of relocating. Oh, like obviously you need a new pipe, but most of the stuff you can just relocate the dirt and the bricks. What the hell is that?
You do all that?
And then just redo the filling and stuff, and that's pretty much it. So it's not too bad.
Huh.
But it's the driveway, like the back of the house, so it's not actually like council land or anything like that.
Okay, I think I'm just really confused on the layout of your house. If you could go ahead and just type in your address into the chat right here, real quick.
The only person
continue.
would want to come here would be Austin to steal all the Mrs. Spawn stuff.
I just want to Google satellite your house. That's all. It's no big thing, dude. It's no big thing.
I'll stand out and give the thumbs up.
I'll turn it on in back page.
Remy's just down there living in his own world, and good for him.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that's been entertaining me while these two have been going at it.
That's what I do.
Welcome to 2 a.m. on the East Coast. That's all it is.
I've been watching Ghostbusters Afterlife this whole time.
For the first time?
No. It's
Oh.
like the 7th. I don't know. It's been a lot.
I'll say it eventually.
Yeah, I've got to purchase it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see it again.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Mark told me about it a couple. When did you get it? It was a couple of days ago, wasn't
Watched it Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. So I watched it 3 times inside the theater, and then we got it, and we've been watching it this whole entire time since we've had it. Because, life.
You know what? And it just played in the background, but just the sound of Ecto 1 sirens brings the feels.
Oh, I know. We're at that part.
Yes, the kid in the front.
I was actually wondering if I could show a book. I got a really cool book this week.
Let's see it.
Oh, it's not that. It better not be that bloody cat book.
It better be the dolphin.
Yes.
Mr. Bigglesworth strikes again. He let himself go.
That was
Cat
just
is
for
still
you,
hanging
Matt Spidey.
dong, bro.
Oh, I love cats, but that is one ugly ass cat.
Does anybody know when Comic-Con's going to be? I'm assuming the San Diego Comic-Con.
This was asked last time, and I said, "What Comic Con? They have like 50,000 of them in the States."
So San Diego,
San Diego's a big one.
Now that we're what, technically 8 days into 2022. When is San Diego? Are they going to go back to their regular schedule for 2022? I'm hoping all of the cons go back to their regular schedules.
But have you guys had any more, like, because of Omicron, have you had like any more restrictions or anything more sort of strict or anything like that happen, or it's just at the same level still?
Yeah, nothing's really changed, honestly.
Even if it did, I think everybody just like.
Yeah, we're all over it, and that's what I'm worried about.
But Remy, when is that con in North Carolina?
HeroCon? Is that in Carolina?
HeroCon, yeah. Don't know.
Because I'm going to try to make it out to North Carolina for that. And then if we all try to do a meetup in Florida, I'm going to try to meet up for that one too.
It says June 24th through the 26th.
June? Okay.
That's right. That's usually around. Isn't that when San Diego's usually on around that time as well?
I don't know. I've never been to San Diego. That one is just, it's such a spectacle. At this point, I just have no desire to even go.
Yeah, it's from what I hear, it's like it's good if you just want to like just do everything and anything, but if you want to specifically go to Artist Alley or look for books or anything like that, it's more about cosplay and TV shows and
It says the San Diego is set to return to San Diego Convention Center.
Actually, it's usually
July
first week of
21st to
July.
the 24th. It says WonderCon is April 1st to the 3rd.
WonderCon is, and that's the one in Florida, correct?
No, MegaCon is the one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that
Yeah,
MegaCon?
that's
MegaCon's
May
Orlando
19th.
or something, isn't it?
It's right around my birthday when that Florida one is.
But it's in May.
Yeah, it was the 19th.
Oof. That's like a week before Phoenix Fan Fest.
I love Phoenix.
Ooh, let's do Phoenix.
If you guys want to
Phoenix,
come out to
Phoenix would be nice.
It's in May? Absolutely, man.
I'd love to make it out that far.
I don't know if I ever make it out of Becker's basement. I don't know. Also,
Still haven't got that lock picked.
yeah, I know, right? He's feeding me old pizza that he's found in the couch.
Does anybody know who I can get a book pressed and submitted to CGC for?
Oh, perfect. Mark knows a guy.
Yeah, but what's the submission for that though? Like what would that cost?
This is $10 a book, starting at $10 a book.
Yeah, but that's just for the cleaning and pressing, right? What about the submission?
For submission prices, if you want to get it graded, you're going to have to hit them up because the submission prices from the company vary heavily depending on what you're sending them.
I was trying to get this sent out to them.
You're an asshole.
It's the Mr. Bigglesworth variant. I can't. Every time you say that, I just picture that cat the first time they showed him hairless.
I would like to though just send it straight to Australia after they grade it. Can I just save on shipping and just have them ship it direct?
Submit it to Halo.
Oh, submit it to Halo, yeah.
You can send it to Solomon.
Who's the artist for this? Can I get them to sign it?
It'd be absolutely hilarious if it was an Australian artist, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
Please be Australian. Please be Australian.
It's a very, very limited market, so I doubt it.
There was a cover B. Oh, this is the cover B. Yeah, this is the cover B. So it is Tactus.
What the hell is that?
It's an Australian guy. You don't know?
Sounds like an Aboriginal name. Oh, yeah, no idea. Never heard of him. Or her. Or it.
Cactus. Sounds very, very Asian.
Get out the chainsaw.
There it is.
I need to put everybody's stickers on it. If I ever get a good channel sponsor, I'll let them pick where they want to place the sticker placement.
I'll sponsor you. I don't know what I do, but I'll sponsor you.
I have enough of your stickers, sir.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Please don't
sponsoring
send
you
me-
already.
Yeah, but I mean, you've already got a spot on there, so.
I think you're going to need a bigger chainsaw.
I know.
With just my stickers. That's it.
I'm gonna get a big sticker of my signature made, and you can put it right on the blade of the chainsaw.
I don't think you were there, Panda, but I
Scott
told
can
the
print out
chat
some
the other
big
day
stickers.
that my Jeep overheated, and I was able to patch a coolant line with your stickers, and it got me home. Like, it didn't fix it, but it got me home. So
That's what really matters.
That's what matters. Family.
All right, guys, I got to head out. Good debate tonight. Enjoyed it. Love all of you. Love your faces.
Joe, love you,
Hit
bro.
me up. Hit me up. I sent you a couple messages on Instagram, so hit me up and send me some stuff.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to
Yep.
research and send you the best stuff I can.
Yep.
Guys, take it easy.
Yep.
Love all
We'll
of
see you tomorrow night, man.
Love you, brother.
Later, bro.
What time is Gary B going live for his thing? Does anyone know?
So I'll only see it in whatever time it is here for me. So, I don't know whether he's posted anything yet.
What do you mean? Is he going live tonight?
Tomorrow, I thought.
Tomorrow night he's got a giveaway. I know a couple of other things that we're going to be going on. We kind of got time changed and shifted to make sure that it wasn't overlapping him doing that and everything. Like the banter will go on after that. Probably Kevin was going to do his thing, but he pushed it back to next week so that it wouldn't kind of interfere and everyone wouldn't be rushed, kind of thing, you know.
Is any of that going to collide with Louis' show?
I don't know. Louis normally goes on like 10, so I'm assuming that they'll probably do theirs sooner than that.
Everybody clears the way. They know when Louis is going on. They don't mess with that 10 o'clock spot.
Right. Rob is doing the banter where I think we're all going to watch it. I think we're going to... Are we trying to find a word? We doing this?
I'm not.
We doing
I'll
this?
just sit back and watch y'all.
I got my gentleman Jack ready.
Wait a minute, Rob's doing it?
Yeah.
Rob's doing the banner. Yeah, he's gonna put it out somewhere. He's gonna put the bat signal out.
He's already put the thumbnail on.
Yeah, when Chip's not able to host it, Rob typically steps up and does it.
Yeah, because Chip is working tomorrow.
Nope.
Yeah, and
unacceptable.
He gave Rob the parental
Unacceptable.
rights.
I'm gonna write StreamYard right now. Tell him he needs a night off. I can't deal with the change. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
It's the kind of pressure he puts on himself. He owns StreamYard, man.
I know. I need to get some chicken wings.
Yeah, that sounds good. As I think I'm about to head off to bed. Done past the 2 a.m. mark for me. My wife's working a double, so I got all day with the kids. She ordered we're doing a shocker flamingo-based party for Monkey. We're doing, because her birthday's in wintertime, so we're doing like a summer theme. We got a bouncy house that we're putting indoors, you know, and stuff, and we're going to have like palm trees and flamingos and all that. Because my daughter, like, it was one of the first words she said, because she'd see my flamingo shirts and she'd call them mingos. That's where the mingo comes from, just where I put up like Mingo Life and stuff. Monkey is the one that started saying that first. So we're doing a flamingo theme. So my wife's, all the party stuff came in, and she got Finn the exact same shirt I got for Christmas, but instead of green palette, it's a blue palette. So I'm going to dress them in these outfits that just came in, and we're going to go out and do some shit tomorrow. And I'm really excited. Go hit second. Yeah, go hit second in Charles or something in Mingo outfits and stuff, which is just outfits, but dude, when you walk around with little kids and y'all are like dressed like that, like you're in Florida on retirement, it just feels good. You just look at everyone else like, why aren't y'all living right? You know, like we're living right. So I'm excited. I want to make sure I have the energy for it. There you go. 8 p.m. Eastern for Gary B. Appreciate it, Stephen.
So yeah, that's plenty of time then. It's plenty of leeway.
So I appreciate everyone hopping on, everyone hanging out. It was fun. I'm sure I'll see everybody tomorrow. And y'all have a good night.